All right. Okay, I think I have it set up proper.
Guys, actually, give me one moment, sorry.
Okay.
Also, we do need to run by Quartermaster Greaves' office pretty quickly.
Well, let's just hand wave that.
No, I do have like I feel like I was saying, the middle of the day is going to be kind of a montage of things, because there's like a couple of things that we sort of handled in the amorphous space of after the session. You know what I mean? Like getting the gear and stuff like that. So definitely, I want the debrief first. I think that's like, you guys should talk about everything that's happened, and then we can branch off to do all these other things that we want to do during the day before we continue with the adventure aspect. So like Greaves is an example, and Vin is another example.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that's why we're having like one day of like a montage of things. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, is everybody here and ready?
Yep.
You good, Gio?
All right, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah.
You're good, buddy? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I am going to start recording in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to The Descent. Who wants to do the recap?
I'll do it. This time.
Thanks, bud.
So, Second Company pushes further into the hideout beneath the Frolicking Nymph, finding letters that incriminate the Van Dampers. The Second Company encounters a duel between Vaz and Mortlock, and we step in to save Mortlock and cut a deal with him. Mortlock tells us everything he knows. First and foremost, the active assassination of the Duke happening right now. So we, make good on the deal, let him go, and make it to the square just too late as the Duke is killed and turned into a portal to hell. And we capture or kill the assassins, go back to the Eastway station, and get our new mission to assassinate the Duke and her family. Also, Gats died. You're not audible.
Can't hear you.
Thank you for that beautiful recap, and take an inspiration for that succinct recap.
I probably should have put Gas dying. Kind of a big deal.
Okay.
What a dick.
So, we begin the episode. The Descent on screen. Right? And then it fades to black. And we see just the cobblestone of the streets, and the fog sort of clings to the cobblestone, and there's a puddle, and then like a little drop of rain hits the puddle. As we pan upwards, there is as the morning progressed in Baldur's Gate, clouds have gathered slowly, and after an hour, the skies have opened, and there is a drizzle that has misted over the foggy streets. We pan up from this drizzle to see a man standing on top of a crate, and he is shouting, his voice booming out, piercing the raindrops. Hear ye, tragic news strikes Baldur's Gate this morning. Early in the morning, Duke Dillard Portier, beloved by many, was assassinated in cold blood during a speech in the Wide for the Confraternity of Refugee Relief charity event. The Duke fell before the eyes of countless witnesses, his life taken in a heinous act of violence. The City Watch is investigating, with early reports suggesting possible connections to the notorious Cult of the Dead Three. However, the full story has yet to be revealed. And as he's speaking, people are pulling up their hoods and opening up umbrellas as they hurry by, some of which stop to listen to the news. He continues, Duke Thalamra Van Thempa speaks on this dark day, calling it a true tragedy in these trying times. She vows to do all within her power to support our city and bear the burden of Duke's Portier's untimely loss. More information will be shared as it comes available. And he rings a bell. Bring, ding, ding, ding. And he will repeat it. The same phrase as it. We fade to black on that. And we fade back in on the party. The second company. In the barracks of the Eastway Fist Station. And we can sort of hear the patter of the rain on the rooftops, on the tile roof. And you guys are left to sort of debrief from the crazy events of the late night and early morning. That's where we open up.
Did you get any sleep at all last night, Ben?
No, but it's all right. I think I do feel a little better today. I wasn't just thinking about cats. I mean, of course he was on my mind, but I was also thinking about well, I don't know. I have a new purpose. As I said the other day, Liara Portier has given us, well, a new, he's given me at least a new purpose. I'm ready to get revenge for my father and for Gast, and I'll be sure I do it.
Make sure to bring justice for him.
That's
The mission seems clear, but Tannis, are you okay with this direction to just kill them all, full stop?
I'm all for bringing justice to the Van Dampers for their crimes. They deserve everything that's coming to them. It just doesn't feel like justice or like revenge when she asks us to kill them in cold blood. Resorting to the tactics of our enemies doesn't make us better than them. Brings us down to their level.
I wouldn't exactly call it cold blood from last night. This was a direct attack against us, against Vin.
Tannis,
No,
I'm sorry, go ahead. No. I have to agree with you that this whole modality of operation here, but I have to admit, it's just so unlike anything I've ever been a part of. When you're in the woods and hunting, your knife is in front of you and you're killing your prey, but here in the city, everything is so cloak and dagger and stabbing in the back. I just can't say that I'm used to any of it.
We have our orders, and I'm not going to go against what Blaze Boards here told us to do. But it is cloak and dagger. I didn't join the Fist to operate in the shadows.
Well, whether we like it or not, I think Vin and the rest of the city here deserves justice. But, we'll follow your orders, Gauntlet.
How long until after we complete this mission will our names be cleared? Seems like Blaze Portier said that she would have to be Marshal to fulfill that contract. Immunity.
And then my name is cleared or not, at least I will avenge them. It means staying in a cell for the rest of my days. Well, doesn't sound nice, but at least when I think about Gats, there'll be something I can hold to, something that I don't have regrets about.
At this point, it seems like the alternative is to let them keep doing what they're doing, which we can't allow.
Alright, so what's our first move then?
Well, we have a few things here we need to take care of.
I wanted to just
Not just
remind you guys, because it would be fresh on your mind, that there might have been some information that you have uncovered in the dungeon that might also need to be discussed. Just because it would be familiar to you guys, even though it was like 2 weeks ago or a week ago. Just so you know. Something to think about. Continue, Ophelia.
We need to make a plan to get into the upper city, more than anything. We know one Van Vamper that prowls around the lower city here. We should discuss that in a little bit, but... First, Vin, I know it's tempting to just dive headfirst into the first distraction, but do we need to do anything for Ghasts? I mean, do we need to...
I do have an idea if the rest of you are willing to help. I was thinking of doing it myself, but any help would be much appreciated. There's a cemetery on Dust Hawk Hill. I wanted to go there, and well, I don't really have Gats remains, as you all know, but I collected some soot from the remains of the shop, and I wanted to spread it over the cliff there, over the ocean. I think Gats would have liked that. And I also wanted to plant a little memorial for Gats. It doesn't have to be fancy, but I was thinking of making a little mushroom circle around it.
I think that would be a lovely send-off, Vin.
If you agree, Gauntlet, I think it's worth remembering Ghast. But let's also remember to try and stay together. Right now we know we're being targeted. So let's try not to go alone anywhere.
Sure.
I'm also becoming more and more hesitant to make plans out loud after we've learned of Thirstwell's proclivities.
Yeah, that little shit.
Growing a bit more worried for Hamilton as well. All the Hell Riders are still kind of locked up in limbo, but if we are being targeted, it seems like it would be easy pickings for them.
From what we found underneath the Frolicking Nymph, we may have put a speed bump in their operations. It sounded like they were draining them of blood for some sort of ritual. Now that we've disturbed it, perhaps the killings will subside for a moment. At least I hope so.
It seemed like Thirstwell was more eager to draw blood than anything after tearing down half their operation.
I understand it correctly, too. The Van Vampers are devil worshippers under Zariel.
Do we know when Thalamara's rise to power? She came out of nowhere, if I remember the story correctly.
You could say that. She basically went from like, this was about 8 years ago when she became Duke, right? So she was like a nobody, and then she became like an important person for one group, like a manager, right? And then she became a manager of managers, and then she got like a menial government job, like a comptroller or something for the sewers and drainways, and that made her a politician now. You know what I mean? And then now she is able to like get into the running to become, so a lot of people stood behind her because she really did like she is not a manor born, right? She's not a patriarch. She did not come from nobility. But now she lives in the upper city. You know what I mean? So that was like her sort of slogan was like, you can make it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sign your soul away to a devil, and you too can become a duke.
Did she court a devil to become duke, or did a devil court a duke?
Well, either way, she's hanging out with wolves. Must be one of a kind.
I feel the timeline, from what we understand, is that she worked as the master of sewers and underways prior. I feel like she was already in the cult of Zariel because she was working with Vox Maledictus at that time.
Yeah, Mortlock did say that they'd been cultists for a long time.
Do people know who Zariel is, like, off the top of their head?
It's like, yes, but not like what her whole deal is. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't think of a good example. There's just a lot of different devils, and the main one is like Asmodeus. So when you talk about like Asmodeus, you're like, that's the devil, right? So people know more about him than they would about the other archdevils.
I imagine it's like someone mentioning like a minor pop star or something that you've heard the name, but you don't really know.
I'm trying to like equate it to like the story of what's Zeus's daughter? What is her name?
Which one?
The huntress one. Ares, is that her name? No.
Artemis.
Sure. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That my point, I proved my own point. You know what I mean? Like, we know the name, we kind of know what their deal is, but you don't know any details.
Would London know if there's any relation to Lord Nothus, Zariel? Are those two connected in any way?
Not from the tales and stories that you have heard.
Okay.
My knowledge of devils and deals is shoddy at best, mostly just based off the tales I've heard at bars and taverns. But it seems like it's too much of a coincidence that it turns out that they're devil worshippers, combined with the fact that she's done something that really nobody else has. That was, quite honestly, impossible.
Yeah, it's just reasonable enough to be legitimate or from a fiend. There's no real way to prove it.
Also, why did Thalamra tell Mortlock that Elturel was raised by an army of Zariel's devils?
That's bothering my...
Well, causing confusion, first of all.
Amongst your own family?
Well, Mortlock wasn't exactly center operations for them, was he?
I mean, maybe that was the plan and something changed. And what we saw happened instead.
It's not the first time we'd heard another version of what happened on that fateful night, is it?
I mean, we'd heard armies of devils attacked Elturel, but, obviously we didn't see any.
Perhaps that was the intention, and maybe that's just the weapon of the army, who knows?
Oh, what was his wording? He said Zariel's army, right? That doesn't
Forces of
necessarily
Zariel.
forces of Zariel. That doesn't necessarily mean devils. If there are Zariel worshippers here, just as human as, well, many of you,
I guess so. I guess the white masks are the forces of Zariel.
There was another faction in play here too now.
Knights of the Shield.
Have you not heard of them before?
Have we heard of the Knights
Definitely
of the Shield?
not. Definitely
No.
not. No, a cult dedicated to Zariel seems more reasonable than whatever the fuck the Knights of the Shield are. You have no idea.
Now we'll have to uncover their dealings, but it seems like the cult, the Knights of the Shield, are no longer allied with the remainder of the Cult of the Dead, nor the Cult of Zariel.
Certainly not.
We know we can find some very prominent members of these. Of this
The
knight.
shield itself is in the Van Thampa Manor, is it not?
Fox
The shield
Valley
and the
Texas.
puzzle box, allegedly.
Yeah.
What's a puzzle box?
Yeah. Speaking of which,
Seems just like a Rubik's Cube.
What's a Rubik's Cube?
it's a gnomish invention.
Yeah, I was gonna say Vin will like go on a little rant about like what they are.
Vin pulls out a blueprint, rolls it on the table. Is like, listen, you turn this, the colors match.
You know,
There's a pattern you have to twist it in.
it's usually a game for children, but I have heard of some very powerful artifacts of the like. Must be very powerful to charm this man, though. A man who already seems very cunning and intelligent.
Well, we know one thing about the puzzle cube, or a couple things. It opens. And when it opens in the House of Alondo, the path will be revealed. So, with us tightening the noose around the Van Thampers, I think they might have already, gone and fled with that to reveal the next steps ahead of them.
Yeah, and for the less intelligence of the people here, would you mind explaining that a little deeper, Gauntlet?
Candlekeep. Alondo was an ancient sage, a seer of Ogma, and, predicted many, many things that have come to pass.
He also invented the calendar, right? We use the calendar of Alondo, don't we?
Calendar of Harptos, I thought.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
that's what it's called. But didn't he
Oh.
make it?
Oh, I see.
I was under that impression, but I could have my lore confused.
I have no idea.
I don't either.
So do we think these missives that Vox Maledictus is handing out is based off of the things they learned from the puzzle cube?
Well, as far as we know, the puzzle cube hasn't been to Candlekeep yet. It's been here in the city. But I'm starting to predict that the Van Thampers might not even be there. They might have, started heading south already.
Why with them? Probably do that.
Didn't Salamra just make some public announcement?
Yeah, not the
Just-
whole family, but like the cult side, not the public facing side. And so, yeah, I'm sure they have agents, but I mean, Thirstwell's apparently bedridden. The Lammer can't leave. So maybe one of their agents secreted away the puzzle box. Again, I'm speculating here.
to pipe in with Alondo lore, he named all of the years. You know how that's like the year of the falling dragon or whatever, that he named them all. Someone else started it, but he is also like every time we see the year of the whatever, he named it. That's where I was getting confused.
Yeah, even Vox Maledictus claimed that Thalamra will stay in her manor, so it would have been someone else if they did take it.
Could be this Vox themselves. I mean, unless that's... I don't know.
Be all this as it may, where do we start then? Do we have to go back to the gambling bar?
I think first things first, we start at the cemetery.
Actually, while you say that, August, you will see Gauntlet Greenbottle. He's a Gauntlet, right? Yeah, you'll see Gauntlet Greenbottle sort of step in and knock on the threshold of the door. And I'll say, excuse me, I don't mean to bother. Gauntlet Elderfire, a word, please.
Okay. Just nod to the rest of the company and go outside.
He will say, this morning we received 2 prisoners from a company out of Heapside. They said that you told them to bring them here.
Thanks. It's been an eventful 24 hours.
I can imagine. I do have to tell you, I revived them when they came in. The young man, he introduced himself as Klim Jasso. He was some sort of nobility of Elturel. He was the one with shirtless and wounds on his chest. He did not, while you were resting, he demanded that if he was not being held prisoner to leave, and I was under the impression they were not in custody. So he is gone. However, the woman is recovering in the briefing room. She's willing to talk if you have any questions for her.
Thank you. I'll see to that.
Of course. And he exits.
Well, yeah, I'll come back and say, well, if there's this other option now, if we want to find out more about Thalamra's career in the sewers, could speak to this woman we found down there. And also just see if she overheard anything.
You don't think that, well, if she offered to talk, then who knows what interesting tidbits, or if she just heard Vaz's maniacal laughter and nonsensical speech.
This is the lady from the Bureau of Sewers and Underways that we found shackled up.
Mm-hmm.
Did seem curious that Government Walker would be down there now.
Seems like maybe she was getting too close to the truth.
Perhaps.
She was asking questions about this blank spot on the map.
Well, if she could know something that we don't already know, I'd say it's worth it.
Sorry, she was brought to the East Bay Fifth Station here, yeah?
Mm-hmm. In the briefing room. Also, another thing on the to-do list, just while you're here, is you guys said that you get a bunch of gear from Greaves last session, like when we were doing the level up and we paid for it or whatever you guys did. You do have to go get the stuff from Greaves, and that might require Ophelia bringing in London Rose. So
Yes.
Yes, I want this scene.
so whenever you guys want to handle that, that is something that also needs to happen.
What a
Yeah,
quick fireball.
Well, on the note of like staying together, Vin actually needs something from Greaves anyway, so she'll go with them.
Okay, so now what do we do?
Do we go back and get the treasure
No.
that was in the...
Morlock probably cleared that place out before he fled the city.
If he was smart, he would have. But there's a chance he didn't.
Probably as much of a rush as we were.
No. I think we should at least shouldn't leave any stone unturned with this woman. But we need to start making an actual plan rather than just speculating. I'm not sure what she could give us that'll help us actually getting up to Van Dampervilla, but we may as well ask what she knows.
I agree. Probably worth a quick conversation then. To the briefing room then, Gauntlet.
Well, I was about to say, Gauntlet, if you don't need all of us there. Me in London, we have some business with Greaves.
Well, we can chop the party up however we need, really. I mean,
Yeah, if you don't have any questions you want to ask her, then by all means, if you have your own responsibilities to attend to them.
We will leave it in your capable hands, Gauntlet. London, come on.
London's gonna look to August, like,
Help me.
do I have to go?
The longer you wait, the worse it'll be.
I'm fine with that. He'll hang his head and begrudgingly follow behind.
Yeah, really
some
what it
people.
is Ophelia's like this giant dragon woman, and London's kind of like this little kid, and he stiffens up his whole body, and Ophelia has to push him across the floor with his heels digging in as she moves him down. Okay. Vin, did you want to go with Ophelia and London?
Yeah, she'll come along.
Tannis, would you like to go with August?
I'm gonna go with August. I'll pick up my breastplate later.
Yeah, of course. Ophelia's job is to handle getting the shit that you want,
Yeah.
so.
I'll just tell Ophelia, be like, yeah, Grief should have a breastplate for me if you don't mind picking that up.
Absolutely. Once we take care of this, you should be in quite a good mood.
Likewise.
Okay. All right. So the party splits, and I'm very anxious to do Greaves first. So, Vin and London begrudgingly and Ophelia make their way down the hall to the storage room where Quartermaster Greaves usually works. And as you round the corner, you all will see Quartermaster Greaves, who I don't know if I've like really described him before. He's like a stout sort of man, human man, like kind of short a little bit. And he's just got a permanent scowl etched onto his face. And he is currently standing near the entrance of the armory. That's actually where he's standing. And he's sort of shuffling gear between boxes.
Did I do something to offend you, Ophelia? I don't absolutely have to do this right now, do we?
Just think about how good, how freeing it will be, no longer having this resting on your shoulders.
You can take the shield back. I hardly use it anyways.
No?
Pleading for his life at this point.
Listen, I know. I'll give you something if you take care of this now, okay?
It's a sticker.
Yeah.
All right, so you approach Greaves, who doesn't notice you when you first approach him.
Good day, Quartermaster.
He will look up, turn around, and his eyes will lock onto London.
Who's like sheepishly hiding behind Ophelia as much as he can.
Well, 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 look who finally decided to show their face. Fist Rose. I've been looking forward to this.
Quartermaster Greaves, I've been meaning to find you. Been looking heads and tails, up the ones and twos and everywhere. Couldn't seem to find you.
Mm-hmm. Did you know Fist Rose, that you forgot to fill out your requisition form and the inventory log a couple of 10 days ago. Or maybe, perhaps, you think we live in a magical fantasy land where paperwork just fills itself out.
The requisition form, did you say? I could have sworn I turned that in 10 days and a half ago.
A whole cache of arrows. Poof, disappears. Do you think I wouldn't notice?
I suppose that's fair. I know this is probably not the best time to ask, but I'm actually going to need a few more.
Shivering with rage. This station runs on God's damned order and discipline, not on your whims, your fancy, Fist Rose. But apparently, that is a lesson you need drilled, and he'll poke you on your head into your naive little skull. Well, believe me, I've got just the thing. Did you know I could dock your pay for this?
Bertram, do be gentle on the poor boy. He doesn't know any better, you see.
He points a finger at you, and then he looks back at London, and he says, you know, I have the authority. I could have you running laps around the training yard until your legs get out. But that wouldn't quite get my point across. So here's what's going to happen. Noon today, during lunch in the mess hall, you are going to stand in front of the entire station, and you're going to apologize.
That's not fair. I've done so much to help them.
He pokes you in your chest, and he says, loud and clear, so that everyone knows what happens when someone forgets the damn requisition forms and the damn inventory logs.
That's at noon today, you said.
Noon today.
And what time is it now, sorry?
Like 9:30, 9:45.
Okay.
You rested for like 2 hours.
The gears are turning in London's head of like all the stuff they have to do, getting out of here.
He snaps his finger in front of your face to draw you back in. Do I make myself clear, Fist?
Yeah, order and resilience, yes sir.
Good. I will see you then. Now, Fist Rose, get out of my sight.
And he's gonna be like, and about those extra arrows, and then we'll like read the room. Right away. And, yeah.
Okay.
Away.
Perfect. Now he will turn to Ophelia, and we can gather all the things that we discussed. And I would imagine that actually, like, you guys had already decided you were going to get some of this shit, so you probably would have already filled out requisition forms like a couple days ago.
Oh yeah.
So no problem with that. However, did Vin said something about something?
Yeah, she just wants a shield.
Okay, yeah. Then same thing.
Yeah.
Well, he'll be like, actually, because this is like a new request, so I think Greaves will say, Fist, Ophelia, you will be filling out the requisition forms, I presume.
That is correct. To ensure that there are no other miscommunications in the future.
Very good. He's just got like a really big smile on his face, like, thank God someone gets it. Okay, cool. So we can handle all that business. Is there anything else that you wanted to talk to Greaves about? Like Ophelia or Vin?
I guess, like, maybe while she's, you get the shot of her like this really tiny pencil filling out all these little
Right.
forms.
Yes.
By the way, Greaves, I meant to ask. We've been finding some rather peculiar folks in the city. Have you gotten any strange requests here? Any sort of potions or elixirs or ingredients?
He will put up a finger, like, give me a second, and he sort of pops open his inventory log requisition book for that fucking exact reason. And he digs through, and the only people that's really asked for anything really is you guys. Anything significant other than like restocking, trading out old armor, stuff like that. Normal stuff.
Of course. Yeah, and it's probably nothing, but if anything does pique your interest, perhaps we can talk about it.
I'll keep that in mind.
There's just been some rumors of miscreants within the ranks, abusing their status of authority and their access to Flaming Fist official items.
They'd have to get through me first.
Very good. You are our first line of defense, Bertrand Reeves.
And he's the shit at it. They picked the right man for the job on this one. Okay. Is there anything else?
There's a requisition form for 36 bouquets from Fist Jacks.
Vin's just sitting there, and she's just like, Ophelia, you have quite nice handwriting, I have to say. That will make it be all scribbles.
Spent the first 30 years of my life filling out paperwork. I don't know why they mix pencils so darn small.
Oh, awesome. Okay, everyone in that scene can take an inspiration, please. London's gonna need it for his speech. All right, so we pull over to a less comedic scene. You are in the briefing room, which I do have a description of. A room used for meetings and briefings, equipped with a large table and enough chairs for all station personnel. A large map of Baldur's Gate dominates one wall, with a standing chalkboard for notes and a few shelves for reference books and tactical manuals. And at the table, at one end, is a woman, a dark-skinned woman. She is very tired and beaten up. You can tell she has like a big black eye, but a lot of the blood has been cleaned off of her. And she is currently have like a big bulky, like standard issue blanket over her as she sits in a chair. When August and Tanis enter, she looks up at you and she'll say, are you the ones that rescued me? Oh, she has like old lady voice. Are you the ones that rescued me?
Indeed. How are you doing this morning?
She basically, I think she's just going to get on her knees, like falls out of the chair and gets on her knees, and she's misty-eyed, and she's saying things like, thank you so much. Thank you so, I had made peace with Kellenvor, and you, it's such a relief to still be breathing, that sort of thing. Like she's thanking you just like more than you could ever, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll just like give her a moment to collect herself and say like, I understand that you're willing to talk to us this morning, explain a bit about your situation.
That's right. I'll tell you what I know, but I wish to remain anonymous. There's a conspiracy happening with important figures in the city, and after what I've seen and experienced, I fear for retribution.
Why don't we start at the start? Your anonymity will be protected, we guarantee you that. But why were you targeted?
Well, I am a sewer maintenance supervisor for the Bureau of Drains and Underways. I was tasked with working on expanding the sewers in Heapside. Through my work, I discovered that a few years ago when, and she gets real quiet, Duke Van Thamper was the master of drains and underways. She had sections of the sewers around where the bathhouse now stands sealed off and rerouted. The bathhouse where you found me. The thing is, the bathhouse was built only a year after that. I thought it was a little suspicious, so I sent some sewer workers, 3 of them, to the bathhouse to see if they could locate the area to expand the sewers again. They never came back. And the Flaming Fist, I talked to them about it, but they could do nothing to find them. They were all busy doing refugee things. All the crisis going on in the city. Speaking of like her local Flaming Fist, right? Like her Heapside Flaming Fist. I grew more suspicious after that. And I'm not a woman to stand idly by, so I decided I might go check it out. And no, actually, she grew even more suspicious after that, and she investigated further into Duke Van Thamper. And Duke Van Thamper, she's also sealed off and rerouted a section of the sewers beneath her very own manor house in the upper city. I was very suspicious of the Duke, and I let my curiosity get to the best of me. So I went to the bathhouse to ask some questions. And that's when I was attacked and taken prisoner and tortured. They didn't even want to know anything. They just wanted to hurt me.
Those folk down there, I don't think had an ounce of empathy between the lot. You say you were looking into the sewers around Villa, the Van Thamper Villa, and they've all been blocked off?
In a very similar fashion as the ones underneath the bathhouse.
Do you have these maps that we can review? Or those are at the Bureau?
They could be found at the Bureau, but I don't want to go back there. And I think she'll also mention that Upper City sewer stuff needs to be handled at the Upper City office. And unless you guys can just get to the Upper City.
If we needed to go investigate, continue your investigation, is there a way to get to the Upper City through the sewers that you know of?
That she will explain that would be a very difficult task. The sewers are a labyrinthine maze of ups and downs and crypts, and I mean, this is like a Dungeons and Dragons city. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
it's not well organized like New York is. Or like that.
Sure, but it's also like people have been having adventures in the sewers for 50 years in real life. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of fucked up shit down there. Monsters and all kinds of stuff. There's actually like the Bureau of Sewers has like a specialized team of adventurers that guard sewer workers and stuff.
Is there anything
alone?
Is there anything else you found in your investigation into the Van Thampers other than she blocked off 2 large sections of the city's sewers?
Not the Van Thampers, no. But she did hear... No, not of the Van Thampers. That is as far as she got with her investigation there. However, while she was being imprisoned, she did hear a couple of things. The one thing is that they had a prisoner in the... No, what it is they had someone break into the dungeon before you guys. And they were looking for some kind of treasure. And they were taken prisoner as well.
Well, let's look over at August and be like, we didn't find anyone else. Oh, the nobleman, perhaps?
There was also a dead prisoner in the room with her, but that may not, there was 3 people that you found, so. One was dead, one was alive, with runes carved on it, and then this lady, so.
What species this person was?
She didn't catch it. Also, she had like a bag over her head for most of the events, so.
So yeah, I mean, could be the dead tiefling. More likely it's the guy that walked away half an hour ago.
Well, that guy, wait, didn't Greenbottle say that Ant had ties to Elturel? Seems like he might have been a victim for the sacrifices.
Maybe he lied to Milo. Because he's in the cult and knows that Elturians are targets.
Did Gauntlet Greenbottle tell you this man's name?
Yes, Clem Jesso.
I'm not gonna even try to write that down. Did he say where he was going? He said he was a noble and he demanded to leave.
Well, I mean, we weren't detaining him. He had every right to leave, so, I mean, he let him leave. I mean, we rescued him, we didn't arrest him. But
Do we have access to a cleric who could perhaps speak with dead?
we could go to Candle Hollow.
Maybe we should retrieve that other body from the chamber. Have a small conversation. If they were there to steal treasure, it seems like they might likely have been from the Knights of the Shield, though.
Well, we should bring this to the rest of the group then. Yeah, I don't have any questions that Thomas didn't cover, so.
Okay. You can sort of talk to her some more. She explains to you that she is terrified of the Duke, and that she likely has some kind of, like, the Duke likely has some kind of involvement with these cultists that kidnapped her, and she wants nothing to do with that. So if you let her go, she has some friends in, I wonder where. I can tell you. In Triel. That she might take a caravan heading out of the city and go as far away as she possibly can.
Wish you the best of luck.
She once again thanks you profusely, trying not to cry.
Do you have anyone left in the city that you care about here?
Her, yeah, her mother she lives with her mother, who is very, very old.
Alright. I would not say goodbye.
She seems very upset about that, but will likely take your advice. Okay, anything else?
No. good to know that we can't use the sewers to get into the upper city or the villa.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
That would have been a disaster if we tried.
Yeah, also, like, if you wanted to get... I mean, it's possible. It'll take... You might can figure it out, you know? I'm not gonna...
Yeah, it would be a whole adventure in itself.
I didn't have that prepared. So I will work on that, though, if I need to. But also, you did discover that, like, the sewers around Vampire Manor are sealed off, so you would have to, like, pop up in the upper city and then go to Vampire Manor,
Yeah.
right?
Also, that probably means they have their own secret lair made of sewers under there.
Okay, so I imagine we're gonna screen wipe, like, Star Wars style, and the party is joined back in the barracks in your little room.
Well, she is fortunately alive, and will hopefully stay that way if she leaves the city now.
Well, with any luck, once the Van Vampire's out of the picture, should be able to come back safely. Although, unfortunate to hear about the sewers. Seems like that would have been the easiest option.
What's the name of that ship that we were on that met the first man Vampire?
The Low Lantern
Low
Tavern
Lantern.
and Gambling Hall.
Yeah, okay. Is that where we will start then? The Low Lantern? Yeah, at least know that one of the Van Tempest goes there.
We could always try our first idea and use him to get through the front gate.
Before we start discussing concrete plans, Ophelia, can you try and sniff out any devils following us?
Of course. Give me just a moment, and she will begin divine sense.
You do not sense anything. Literally, a part of me, it was knee-jerk reaction, was like, you get a ping, it's sonar. I swear to God, I swear to God, a part of me was just like, boom, and I was like, no, wait,
You
no,
should have.
there isn't. I almost did, but I was like, no, wrong campaign.
He rises from one of the beds.
There.
I'm not chopping off any hands this campaign, guys.
You say that now. Yeah.
You seem to be alone from any fiendish visitors.
Then did we want to go to Tumbledown first and visit the cemetery?
That's all right with everyone. I suppose as long as Ophelia figures that we're not being followed, we can discuss our plans more.
In like an hour, you have to do your thing, London, so.
Oh, it's like in an hour.
However long this takes, guys.
He's procrastinating.
Oh, you better not miss your appointment, bro. I'll write you out of a session. You're gonna be gone anyways. Sorry, London can't adventure today. He's running laps around the training yard.
In the stockade.
Thank God, I'm writing on the chalkboard, I will not miss my speech. I will not miss my speech.
Okay.
Tumbledown then?
That's more than an hour away, London.
I prioritize my friends over everything else, Ophelia, and I'm sorry that you don't value the same stuff.
We just
Folds her arms and looks at him.
made sure this location was secure from spies. Let's take advantage of that.
Just don't want to do it so badly. It's going to be so embarrassing.
Everybody's gonna be there.
I don't even understand why we need all this paperwork anyway. We're doing the good stuff. We're out there arresting people, and this city will never make sense to me.
Well, as far as the plan goes, I mean, the Van Thamper down at the Low Lantern seems to be the obvious choice. And I have no problem stomping a little bit of civic justice into him, but I feel this might be something Vin will have a large say in.
When the time comes, as I've been saying, I'm eager, but we don't want to jump too early. Well, when the time is right, you bet that I'll be the one kicking his face in.
We'll be glad to hold him down for you. But after that, is the plan to either drag him up to Baldur's Gate himself, or simply see if he can get us some paperwork to get in?
I think paperwork is going to be the option, because bringing a bloodied and bruised patriarch to the gates, as subtly as we can, but let's face it, we're not very subtle, putting a sword to his back. What's stopping him from saying, "Hey, City Watch, I'm being kidnapped right now. Please kill them"?
Well, you are, Gauntlet.
The
He's
knife
tr-
at his back.
He's drunk. He fell down some stairs.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's been electrified, cut with swords, nearly beaten to death with a maul.
And for some reason, we had to manacle him and tape his mouth shut. Don't worry about it.
So, like, a slightly shakily written note might be a bit more believable than a patriarch in active distress.
I think it's better this way. It fits with the theme of using their own skills against them. Writing papers is Amrich's specialty, and now we can have him write the one paper he doesn't want to.
I have no problem working as much as we can with that little creep. Getting him to sign his signature, then throwing him in Grey Harbor. Not a bad idea.
And just to be clear, our plan was to kill him, not arrest him. Or the orders, sorry, were to kill, not arrest, right?
Arresting him would just be a temporary measure.
You guys would know that patriarchs are in Baldur's Gate are almost immune to the law, just as is. And even if you do have solid evidence, the Portier's point was that we don't know how deep the corruption goes. There could be a tribunal judge that's on the payroll, you know.
I respect your dedication to the cause, Fistrose, but we know he's been preying on innocent people, been preying on refugees. He's hurt Vin. There's simply no way that I could allow him to rest comfortably in a cell, escaping justice just by his name.
I have no moral qualms. I just wanted to confirm our plan of action and what we do once we kick in that door. I have to change our catchphrase a little bit, but
It's your
you're about to be
catchphrase.
murdered by the name of the flaming fist.
No, don't say that.
That's another thing. We should probably take our badges off.
Oh yeah.
Yes, here, I have your new armor pieces. You should be able to wear something underneath the emblem for now.
I mean, let's just take the emblem off, because if we get captured, it's
Well-
a wrap for Portia.
Basically, yeah. You can. Some of it is like you don't have to wear your tabard that covers your armor, right? But some stuff is like engraved, is what I think Ophelia was saying.
Yeah, I think hers is painted on like the center of her chest or
Right.
something. It's
It can be covered. I will totally allow that.
What color do we wear instead of the red and blue then?
What colors robes do you get? What are they? Not robes. What is it? Cloaks do you get?
I think just
That's
gray and
reasonable.
black city camouflage.
Perfect.
Gray and black. Okay.
Not London's colors, but
UCF colors. I can buy with that. That's all right.
all right. So, do we have a decent plan?
So, yeah.
Well, before we set our eggs in one basket, there was that member of the guild that helped what's her face get into the city. I can't remember her name all of a sudden. Pregnant woman from the caravan. Alyssa. We know that she hangs out in Stony Eyes. If we want to get the guild involved to get us into the upper city, I feel like that'd be I feel like they would have a way in.
Not a bad plan B, perhaps.
It's good to have in the back pocket. I don't want to owe the guild a favor. But if that's what it takes, that's what it takes.
Just try to get this paperwork from Van Thamper first, and if that doesn't work, go with the guild. They both just seem like really bad options to me.
Well, at least with the Van Thamper, a little bit of justice can be done.
He won't ask for something in return, or he won't be in a position to.
Oh. I'm gonna go get a good spot in the mess hall to watch this apology then.
Yeah, I will say, like, not overhearing your conversation, but like every so often, a fellow Flaming Fist will sort of walk through the barracks, because you guys are having a little quiet conversation, and they'll like punch London in the shoulder and be like, "Can't wait to see the show, buddy." You know, like the rumor has spread like wildfire throughout the Fist station, and now literally everyone is going to be there. And the best part is, you heard that Portier and Zodge are coming.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, no.
So, I mean, are you guys ready for that?
Gauntlet Elderfire, do you have any advice before I have to make this showboat of an apology?
Speak from the heart. Or actually, maybe don't. I don't think you care about Greaves.
Will do. No.
Come off as apologetic, gracious. Try not to make yourself the butt of the joke, or like, you know, try to be in on the joke. Like, if it's gonna be awkward to watch somebody having a miserable time for everybody in the room, so, you know, try to have fun with it. If you think this is the most embarrassing thing you'll do as part of a military company, you got another thing coming.
I know what I have to do, I just don't know if I have the strength to do it.
We believe in you, London. Don't worry.
Well, let's get this over with then.
Before Lennon goes, Vin will actually like elbow him and kind of like whisper, "Listen, all right, give a heartfelt apology, but next time you're filling out one of these documents, just make sure it's as hard to read as possible."
Cool. All right. I want August and Tanis to also just take inspiration. You guys have done some great role plays. So
speaking of stupid stuff, you're in the
Yes.
military. We once had, I don't remember what the guy did, but he did something really stupid, and he was made to like carry around a plant with him for the rest of the day. And people were like, "Why are you carrying a plant? Just to replace the air that I'm wasting."
Oh man, that is good. You cannot make that kind of shit up. All right, so as you guys are making your way out of the barracks, you will notice that Flaming Fist are coming in from the Basilisk Gate. Because the rumor has spread so far that they are like, people are coming in that they can
That's
spare the
amazing.
time, you know, instead of going to get lunch out, you know, they have decided that they're gonna go into the Fist station. Let me pull up my notes for the
We'll give a pat on the back for guidance for London. That's part of the little pep talk.
of course. Trying to find the mess hall. Okay. So who is the lady that does it? Oh, Cook Berta. So she has got her hands full right now because way more people have come in for lunch than they usually do. And it's like Sloppy Joe, but you're not exactly sure what it is. It smells kind of like spinach, but it's not green. So that's what's for lunch. But there are people waiting with trays, waiting in line. It's Cook Berta smoking a cigarette, puts our food in it. It is a long, spacious room with wooden tables and benches. It can accommodate the entire station's personnel. There's a large hearth at one end and a pass-through on the opposite wall that leads into the kitchen. That is currently like a line for food. And the place is already getting full for station members. And London, when you walk in, there is an applause. So you walk in and people are like,
Oh man.
and you will see Greaves. He is sitting by the hearth, and he will stand up, and he looks you dead in your eyes, London, and he does the get over here finger.
Yeah, head down, he'll go.
Yeah, and Greaves will sort of put his hands up as the applause fades, and he will say, fists! Oh, I forgot to mention, right after you guys is Zodge and Portier, who stand by the door and watch. And Greaves will put his hands up and say, fists, flaming fists. We have here Fist London Rose, who a couple of 10 days ago forgot to fill out his requisition form. He has something that he would like to say to not only myself, but the entire station. Fist Rose, please. And he will have a seat, as there's more applause. But it's like raucous, because they're like a bunch of fucking assholes. So like,
Yeah. Thank you. London Rose, needed to come here to admit the most horrible of transgressions.
Speak up, boy!
The most horrible of transgressions that one wearing our beautiful colors could ever commit. Well, in the midst of chasing down criminals and killing bad guys, I was the one to kill the assassin. While making all of the arrests, I did not fill out a requisition form. And for that, I must beg for all of your forgiveness here.
There's a couple of boos when you say you didn't fill out your requisition form. They're like, oh! And Greaves will say I'm sorry to you, like, quietly.
Of course, need to make one more statement on here to you, Master Greaves, of who I could only apologize but 1,000 times. And at this point, he'll kind of use his thaumaturgy that he has to boost his voice a little bit.
Okay.
And use it as almost as a bit of an auto-tune, as London starts to sing, no one's slick like Master Greaves, no one's quick like Master Greaves, no one's head is incredibly thick like Master Greaves, for there's no man in town half as manly, perfect a pure paragon. Do that.
Holy fuck. All
This
right.
is gonna turn out well.
Head in the hands, just oh.
Okay. So canon, there is a version of that song that has to do with Baldurin, right? So
Oh,
actually,
the Gaston song?
yes. So actually, half of the Flaming Fists know the song, right?
Oh.
And if it goes into this big chorus where they're replacing Quartermaster Greaves' name with the Baldurin, the Baldurin's name, and the whole station erupts in a song. You'll see Zod sort of lightly getting into it. However, Portier is just not fucking having it. But after that, there's an applause for you, and Greaves will stand up and he will outstretch a hand towards you to shake.
London will take it and bring him in for a bit of a hug too. if
He
this
does
is
not.
squared away.
He's stiff. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. And after that moment, Greaves will take his leave. Portier and Dodge take their leave. A lot of other members sort of pat you on the back. They're, as they all leave, and it settles down.
Well, I guess you said to have fun with it.
It could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse.
I think so.
I wonder what Blaze Portier thinks of your singing, London.
I thought I was rather on tune, to be honest with you.
I was gonna make you roll to see how convincing it was, but that song, like, completely, like, there's no reason for you to roll. That was awesome.
Well, are we all satisfied then?
I reckon you'll be a legend for that, London. Or the name that gets mentioned at the butt of every joke for the next 10 years in the station. We'll have to say.
Notoriety in Baldur's Gate is not something I ever thought I would achieve, but here we are. Troubling times indeed.
Troubling times.
All right. Where to next?
Only on a more sad note.
Somber note. No kidding.
Oh,
yeah.
This is like a wake, like sort of trying to celebrate before.
It's really been an up and down session.
Yeah.
All right. So
Tumble down.
I just want to say one more thing before we move on from this. I literally just made up that London didn't fill out this paperwork. Me and Chris had no discussion about that. And like, I want to commend Chris so much for really leaning into it, and everybody really leaning into it. It was very fun. I feel like that arc has come to a close.
Yeah, good little side plot.
Yeah.
Little C plot there.
So where would you guys like to go now? To Tumbledown?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's get it
yeah.
over with. Yeah.
All right. You guys step out into the streets of Baldur's Gate and remember that it is raining. As it is not pouring, but definitely raining. Puddles gathering in the cobblestone streets. The streets were not designed to sort of shed water. And if they did, it's been downtrodden many years. So there's lots of puddles, and the rain pitter-patters on top of you. And you said you want to head to Tumbledown, Vin?
Yep.
To the Cliffside Cemetery? All right. You guys make your way through the rainy streets of Baldur's Gate. And let me pull up my notes here. You make your way to the Cliff Gate, and I have a handout for that. I might have already shown it to you.
Oh, you did.
I did?
Yeah, there's a handout for it.
I'll send it again.
I got it. Yeah.
There is a big, massive, like, common area, like just an empty air space before the gate itself, which is fairly large. There is a couple of flaming fists manning the gate. You guys are in your quote-unquote disguises right now, or not yet?
I mean, disguises feels like a strong word. We're just kind of dressed down.
Quote-unquote.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So August will have to discuss with the Flaming Fist, like, hey, we're here on business to tumble down or whatever. And you'll get let through. Now, as you make your way through Tumbledown, it is a walk upwards. It's a pretty steep, out of Cliffgate, pretty steep walk to Tumbledown, which is a sort of flat area on a cliffy sort of flat area on the edge of Duskhawk Hill. And as you make your way through Tumbledown, the streets are narrow and flanked by old crumbling buildings and simple gravestones that peek through the overgrown weeds. This is like a cemetery town, almost. but the main cemetery is up at the top of the cliff. The homes are modest, many in disrepair, their shutters creaking in the light wind. The distant murmur of the city fades, replaced by the quiet rustle of rain against stone and the low roar of the sea beyond the cliffs. A few locals move slowly through the rain, their faces downcast beneath cloaks and hoods, avoiding eye contact. Old men sit under makeshift awnings, watching silently as you pass. And you will make your way up to Cliffside Cemetery. The Cliffside Cemetery looms on the edge of the city, perched atop jagged... Oh, I have a fucking handout for this too. Here it is. Perched atop jagged cliffs that drop sharply into the churning sea below. The rain falls steadily, a soft but persistent drizzle that slicks the weathered stone paths and leaves the graves glistening under gray, overcast sky. Rows of tombstones stretch out in neat lines, their inscriptions worn by time and the elements. Beyond them, the dark sea crashes against the cliffs, the sound of the waves a distant rhythmic echo. And there's all kinds of tombs and sepulchers, and it says neat rows, but that is not fucking true. This is where the poor of the city bury their dead. The nobility of the city have like family tombs. This is just some unmarked graves, and it is a chaotic mess. There's wrought iron fences that just sort of twist around one little plot of land that has 2 graves in it. It is just a big chaotic mess. What would you guys like to do?
Yeah, well, I guess Vin will really be leading this. So, as close to the cliff as she can find, she will start taking things out of her bag of holding, and she actually takes out like a bunch of stuff. So first, she takes out this big like urn that has the ashes she talked about, like the soot she collected from the burned down shop, and then. I just realized, I guess, like, the whole workshop is gone, but she probably carries some simple tools with her in the bag of holding that, like, weren't destroyed in the accident.
For sure.
So, well, not an accident, really. But, and she'll start setting up those tools as well. And you'll see she actually then hauls out, like a big, like, fairly large uncut stone, basically. And she places that on the ground near her tools. And finally, she takes out a little patch of like mushroom spores and some like mushroom buds that she has collected, and she basically just sits there and without a word just kind of gets to work. The stone she starts basically cutting down into like this little like plinth, and around it she plants the little mushroom buds and then spreads little spores. And she might mutter something about how the rain is like perfect for them taking hold. And after she does that, she will then take the urn and carefully open it up, like kind of guard it from the rain so that she can properly spread the ashes. And she will do so kind of like over the cliffside, so they kind of just fade out into the rain and the lull of the ocean. Yeah. And after a moment of almost like prayerful reverence, she will then return and place the urn on the plinth, and then using like a little chisel, she'll simply carve out the words in Gnomish, I would assume, or the Sphere of Neblin tongue, like my Miena.
Yeah.
On the plinth. And she'll just sit there for a moment surrounded by the mushrooms and like kind of holding the urn. And
the rain streaking down you.
Of course. And yeah, I mean, if anyone wants to pipe in, she'll just kind of sit there for a moment. Eventually she will get up. She won't delay everyone for too long. But that's basically it. That's her little memorial.
London wouldn't like interrupt or add too much, but just put a hand on your shoulder and say it's a beautiful ritual, then.
Thank you, London.
I'm sorry, good.
It's about all I could do. What was that, Ophelia?
I know we are of different faiths, but would you like me to have a short prayer for guests?
Of course. I think I've done all the work that Bond would be satisfied by. The other gods can, of course, pipe in for guests.
Yeah, Ophelia will bow her head and utter a short prayer to the companion. Which I have it here if you would like it.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
Companion and protector of all, watch over Gast in his journey. Guide his steps on unfamiliar paths and shield him from dangers unseen. May your comforting presence be with him always, a beacon of hope in the darkest of times. We trust in your care and pray for your safekeeping to the lost.
Oh, how'd you have that ready to go? That was awesome.
She's a fucking paladin. She's got these things locked and loaded.
Thank you, Ophelia. I just have one last thing to do. And the urn that's sitting centered on the plinth, she'll just get out some more tools and basically nail it to the plinth so that the wind can't blow it away. And unless anyone has anything else to say, she'll at that point get up and say that we can move on.
Okay, is there anything else?
Thank you all for coming. It means a lot, and well, I think I've said this before, but I suppose you're all the family I have left.
If you're here, then we wouldn't miss it for the world.
Of course, Finn. Anything we can do to help, we'll always be here for you.
Yeah, there's nothing I can say, but I can be present.
Yeah, Ben will give a little hug to like Ophelia and London's like legs basically, and then that is it. Thank you all for attending.
Yeah. I think we do get a sort of pull away shot as we see the Miena written on the stone. We sort of pull back and we can just see Second Company standing in the rain. Some of you have hoods on. It's that scene, in the rain at the funeral in all the movies. And we sort of pan out from that and fade to black. Where are we going now?
Do we go back to the city then? Back to the lowlands?
Well, or the Low Lantern. It's still the middle of the day. Do we want to go back to the Frolicking Nymph? Recover that dead tiefling, try and talk to him, and see what this treasure is?
If nothing else, I feel like it'd be the right thing to do to
Get the treasure.
get the body out
Get
of
the
there.
body, London.
Get the body.
We just got done with the Memorial London.
Besides, something tells me the seedier elements of the Low Lantern won't be out and about at this point in time.
My thoughts exactly. Well, I can't think of any other way for us to spend our time.
Although I suppose the bar would be less busy during the day.
It was kind of midday when we went there when Tanis went undercover, so...
I'm gonna say, I thought when he's there doing his business, it is during the day.
I was under the impression that we would go like later when there weren't a bunch of people around, maybe. And try and catch this guy at like a low point.
Try and catch him at last call.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll bring up something right quick and be like, now that we're talking about Low Lantern, and Tanis will just... Not to make you relive this again, Vin, but this devil that was with Gats, you said it had like a stinger on it?
It looked like, I don't know, what are those things called? Scorpions?
Weren't the seagulls at the Low Lantern covered in some sort of venomous poison bloating when we first went there.
I think we'd already gathered that these imps can transform into ravens, which we saw at the Low Lantern.
That's right, I was just thinking they went invisible.
But Ophelia, you can still tell even if they look like birds now.
If they're within range.
Yeah, if they're close enough, I can sense their fiendish aura.
At our limits. Well, we know we're being watched to some extent. We have to be careful.
Do we just shoot the birds when we see them?
That could be fun.
Suppose it wouldn't arouse any suspicion.
London can do it from a back alley, and this bird just disappears.
I don't love the idea of Thirstwell having eyes on us everywhere we go.
As long as the bird's within 600 feet, I should be able to get a mark on it.
You can hit a bird from 600 feet away.
600 feet?
He can pin it to a tree without killing it.
Not enough people fear you, London. Just...
All right, so I will say this conversation is occurring as you're passing through Tumbledown. And I know I described it before, but Tumbledown really feels like you guys would have heard rumors about Tumbledown for sure, because you live in the fucking city. They say that Tumbledown's haunted. It's like just a scary, spooky, rundown place. And as you're walking through the town, you just hear raw, raw, as there's like 2 ravens on a nearby building. Who knows if they're, ravens hang around in spooky places, so who knows. But where are you guys headed now?
Yeah, back to the Frolicking Nymph then, right?
Sure. Yeah, start there.
Yep. All right. You guys make your way to the Frolicking Nymph.
How many uses of Divine Sense does Ophelia have right now per? Is it long rest or short rest?
She's got 2 left for... That is an excellent question. Long rest.
It's 2 per long rest, so you just used 1 earlier today.
It's 3 for long rest.
Ah, I see. So 2 left. I understand. Okay. What was I gonna say? I just fucking lost
sorry
it.
to interrupt you.
No, it's okay. I fucking forgot anyways. All right, so you guys head towards the Frolicking Nymph through the rain. And as you approach, you will see a human man. He's probably a beggar. And he goes up to the gate of the wall that surrounds the Frolicking Nymph. And he pulls on the gate, shrugs his shoulders, and turns around and leaves. As you guys approach the Frolicking Nymph. And I will pull you guys over to the map.
Kind of a random question. As we're walking, like now that we've all hidden our gear, do we still look like flaming fists? Or should I say, do we objectively look like undercover cops type of thing? Or
I mean, I will say true CD people can tell when someone's an undercover cop.
Yeah.
I will say that. But I mean, you guys are cops, so you feel like you're disguised.
Yeah, the main issue is to not be seen by civilians fleeing, Van Damper Manor in red and blue.
Right. I guess I have to pull new tokens over for you guys because these tokens are level 3.
Should we take a quick break?
Sure. Yeah, we can take a quick break. I just pulled London over and he has 11 hit points for some reason. And Tanis has 10. What is happening?
It happens to me all the time for some reasons.
What?
If I pull down 2 tokens, though, sometimes it fixes, and then even then, sometimes it doesn't. So it's the whole thing.
It didn't even have an armor class. There we go. We're good. Yeah, break. Let's take a break. We will be back in a moment. Okay. We're back. Actually, I can go to this map. And I will pull you guys over to the map. The map. Okay. So, it appears as you approach that the gate is shut and locked. It is a 10-foot tall wall with a like iron bar gate. A stone wall, iron bar gate. And it is currently shut and locked.
There's
Yeah.
no perimeter guards or any other flaming fist here.
I would assume that Yignath had the keys, though.
Not to worry. I can get through this easy enough.
If you check the Ignath's keys, he didn't actually have one.
Oh, wow.
It's just a padlock, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you want to test it out?
Yeah, let's do some thieves' tools.
Yeah.
It's not the lock gate I'm worried about. I mean, we found a lair of the dead three. Why aren't there any flaming fists here guarding it?
Because we don't want to tip off the Lamra.
I suppose.
Remember, we're the only ones working on this.
All right, 20 on the thieves' tools. Check.
Easily unlock it.
Well done, Ben.
Well, after you all, I do think it's a bit odd. I mean, the cult has abandoned this area now, so I suppose it should be as we left it in theory, unless I wanted to clean up any evidence.
Yeah, like scouting ahead, does it seem like they left any traps on the way out for us or anything? Or
So, as you walk towards the front door, you will see it is splintered and burst open.
it's like all friends left in a hurry.
Are the shards on the inside or the outside?
I'll give you even more information. You can see inside. This place is ransacked.
Looks like the knights came back looking for their stuff.
Yeah, maybe we're too late after all.
Do be careful, London. Let me go first.
Yeah, there is the tables and benches are tossed over, towels are spilled out everywhere. And as you peer into one of the pools, you will notice that it is dark red. And you will see bobbing in the water the female masseuse.
Oh.
That's not great.
And I start examining her body, try and see how recently this was.
Make a
Like, are they still here?
Make a medicine check.
Oh.
11.
It's hard to say how long ago she was killed. However, it does appear she was like slashed with some sort of slashing weapon.
I'm gonna go double check that we put that padlock back on the gate so that no civilians come across this.
Perfect. Actually, how about this? Vin. It's fine. You padlock it shut. No problem. As you also explore further, you'll see again the doors are burst open, the tables are tossed, the little vials of smelling liquids and stuff is all shattered and splashed everywhere. And the secret door that you guys are sure that you closed on your way out is open.
Everybody be alert. They could still be here.
Lennon will poke his head through. Can I hear anyone? Does it sound like there is anyone rummaging down there?
You don't hear anything. Not from where you're at.
Too late. It sounds all quiet.
Are there bloody or wet footprints around here?
Make an investigation check or survival.
15.
Yeah,
Survival.
there are bloody footprints that head downward. You don't think there's any coming back out. Or any wet ones coming back out, right? Because they would be wet,
Yeah.
right?
I think they might still be down there. It was a pretty big complex, and the treasure was rather deep in.
Maybe you do want to lead the way then, Ophelia?
Very well. Line up behind.
All right, everyone put themselves in a square, let's say London or Ophelia Square.
Where's open? Okay.
Yeah, and I'll give you guys just like a brief rundown. So, you descend down the stairs into the first room. You guys remember what you have discovered for the most part. I mean, I guess I'll drag you in, but I just don't want to have to do two maps at the same time. So, like, you guys recall what rooms were there. Where are you guys headed?
Just beeline it directly for vases, the ball chambers.
Okay, so the first room that you would go to is the central door chamber, right, with the dead 3 doors. And then you would be heading east from there.
Yeah, I think to where we found the woman from the Bureau of Drains and Underways.
Yes.
See if that person is still there.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Let's do that. All right, let me put you guys over there then. I have to make my map bigger. Hold on. And bada boom. That would be shift ping way over here. Okay. So you did not encounter anything along the way. Is there anything specific that you would be looking for? I will say that there's a door right outside where there were zombies. You remember you like bolted it shut. It is still bolted shut. It appears no zombies have escaped. You are in this room, and you do see the dead tiefling laying on the floor because you... it's a male tiefling, and he is on the floor because you let him loose. His body is now bloated, and some flies and stuff have gotten a hold of it.
Let's come back to this. Don't want to be carrying this around if we get jumped by Knights of the Shield. But on the way out, we'll collect. But otherwise, have there been any more signs of footprints down here? Like, are we...
Survival or investigation, please. There are some doors have been burst open unnecessarily hard. You can tell that people have been rummaging through here.
Yeah, I guess just if there's a trail, I want to pick it up and follow it.
There's not necessarily a trail. It's hard to say.
Okay.
All right. Where do you guys want to go?
Well, right quick, if we encounter these knights, are we trying to cut them down, or are we trying to parlay with them? What's the play here?
I'm not even quite sure what their organization is about, besides a magic shield that was given to them by somebody.
Yeah, if they'll come quietly, then that's their decision. I have no interest in killing them, at least not right now.
Yeah, I'm still not sure what part they play in all this.
I'm just trying to gauge whether or not we kill people first and take names later, or if there's conversations to be had before the killing starts. But if they're in league with the cult of Zariel, then they're no more innocent than the cult of the dead.
No, but any blood that will be spilled will be in defense.
I would like to know more about them, but just as I would suggest, we don't reveal who we are outright. I doubt they will, so I'm not sure we'll find any useful information from them if we come across them here, but agreed. Any fighting will be in defense. We need to know more.
It's probably not the time or place, but do we still refer to ourselves as second company, or are we just some run-of-the-mill adventuring party now?
I suppose for all intents and purposes, we are.
Come up with the name later then, but let's keep pressing on and keep our wits about us.
Okay, you guys can move.
So we're in this chamber. Oh, I can't shift me.
No, I can though. Bam.
I do not have vision.
Okay, I'll fix
Me
that.
neither.
Oh, damn it! All right, I'll give it to Ophelia. Not save hers. However, I will save London's forever and ever.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How do I do that? London. It's not that button. It's this button. Night vision. 60 feet. Settings. Do it again. Update default token. Okay, boom. All right, we got it. You got vision for the rest of forever.
I have vision. Is the rest of the party's tokens in here though as well?
No, they left you.
Yeah.
His eyes were adjusting.
The dick move, boys.
To the north. And then you guys.
Did you want to lead the charge?
Just in one left behind.
You will recall that this tunnel to the north is where you guys heard the sounds of combat between Mortlock and Boz.
Keep heading down.
Nice and slow.
Peek my head around the corner.
You see a bunch of dead bodies bloated floating in the water. They were there before.
Seems to be all clear. Tell me when to stop if I need to.
Yeah, you're good. I'll tell you when.
Alright, well, we're at the chamber.
Okay.
Okay, I see.
So I'll say when you get right here, or in this area, you all
I
will.
think Vin or Ophelia was technically leading. So.
Yes, no problem. You all will hear the sounds of like dumping coin and rifling through and some orders being commanded. Like, no, take that over there. That goes. No, that's coming back with us. And you just like hear a bunch of chatter and movement to the north and / or to the east.
Swords drawn already.
Yep.
Look behind and you're like, ready to go. I'm gonna
first, sword second.
All right. We'll head into the room.
Okay. You will see, flanking the door, there are two figures. However, you can see that there is when I say door, it is a curtained archway. The curtain has been pulled back. And you can sort of see into the further beyond chamber. This is unexplored stuff. You guys didn't look at any of this last time. However, you will see two figures flanking the door and more figures in the room beyond. One of the figures flanking the door is just wearing a black cloak, and he's got sort of snarl on his face. Like he's got some sort of scar that like tore up his face. The other guy, though, is wearing this wild-ass mask. It is a dark crimson, almost like a purpley sort of colored mask that covers most of his face. He's got a beard underneath, like kind of like what I got. And this mask has like 6 horns that come out that sort of create this crown on top of his head. Let me show you a hand. Okay, Knight of the Shield Priest. He looks like this.
That looks like a good guy to me.
And he will see you, and you will see him, and he will draw out a dagger, point in your direction, and say, "We've been spotted! Kill him!" And I need you guys to roll initiative.
Sweet.
That decision's been made for us.
Now
Okay.
roll initiative.
Swords and questions at the same time.
Ooh.
Not cool.
All right. I can feel Chris trying to tell me to put on battle music.
Just laying on the horn the second the light comes through.
All right, here we go.
Do you drive a BMW, Chris?
Yeah, it's white and it's like a 2 Series.
Okay, and then let me check out their abilities and make sure they're not one of these people that do that. Nope. All right. So, nobody's surprised. As London, you are first in the order. As these people draw weapons, and actually, the priest will summon like fire in his hand, like he's about to blast y'all fuckers.
And it sounds like it's coming from this north chamber, or?
Yes.
Alright.
I mean, you could put your tokens like more where they would be in this situation. I seen that like London and Vin were like, or I'm sorry, August and Vin were like down some. So
Pretty far back, yeah.
yeah, you can move up if you wanted to.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Yeah, this is the priest in the north, and then this is just a cultist down here.
London, remember the statue?
Yeah. Ooh, I don't like that statue. That wasn't very fun at all. Okay. I have enough room to go here. Let's go for the King Culty guy.
Okay.
He looks like a good little foe to favor.
Okay.
And let's get sharp with it.
All right.
Let's put one out. 11.
That misses.
Damn it.
As the arrow shoots towards him, he just waves his hand and fire incinerates it as it falls to ash before his face.
Oh, fuck. That's so bad. Get in here and help me. I will end my turn.
All right, August, you're next.
Well, follow orders, I guess. Is that 20 feet or 10?
Whoa, yeah, you're in difficult terrain. So 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 25, right? Oh, is that one 5 or 10?
No, I started right below Ophelia. I was here.
Yeah, so 5, 10, 15, 20. That would be 25. That is the first step onto. It's difficult terrain. The water's difficult terrain.
Yeah, so 10 times 2 is 20? I'm confused.
20 feet to get there.
5, 10, 15, 20 feet to get there. Hi, guys. How's it going?
Game, who dis?
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, can I get diagonal around the wall just to make room for people? Or, oh, fuck.
Yeah, sure. I'll allow it. You run in and duck behind the wall, and you will see a cultist also duck behind the wall, and you both look over at each other.
Oh, shit. So, okay, yeah. Okay, we're level 4 now. That's nice. I'm gonna Misty Step.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's just startling. Like, flame starts to absorb him, like, unconsciously, and he just zips back 20 feet
Sweet.
out of their
Okay.
range, and he'll...
Can we say that it's your fiery wings swallow you and you teleport somewhere
Yeah,
else?
yeah.
That's actually pretty cool. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and then yeah, I'll just do a no, I'll save it. I'll do chill touch on the main priest guy.
Okay.
25 to hit,
Oh, that
4
definitely
damage.
hits. Okay. He takes it.
And yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. Oh, what is this? Ew, okay. All right, that's your turn. It is now the Knights of the Shield. So these cultists, they will draw scimitars. And oh man, this is sick. Okay. They will this one will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We'll move to there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to there. No. 25, 30 to there. 30 to there. Oh, no. Yeah, okay, that's fine. And then this one will... I'll make it to there. As you will hear a door burst open as Ophelia, Tanis, and Vin will see a cultist rounding the corner. As apparently there's a door that leads in through that way. So he's kind of flanking you. However, these knights have pack tactics. But not just that. They also have this special ability called Fanatic Advantage. If the cultist makes a weapon attack with advantage, they get a lot of extra damage. Well, only 2d6. So they're gonna fight in synchronized with each other on London. So here's one for London, an 18 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Oh, okay. You take 12 damage. You're going down today, baby.
Yeah,
You want to talk
we
about
don't
no
have
damage?
Vin mushrooms, eh?
Yeah, you would have 100% had been mushrooms, right?
Oh, guys, 9 temp hit points.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I should.
No, you definitely would have did that when you were like, oh, suspicious activity, mushrooms,
Yeah,
for sure.
Gotcha.
No doubt.
Okay.
Okay, and then the other one to the north of you will also... Oh, they have multi-attack. So the same one slashes you with a scimitar again, 24 to hit.
Yep.
5 slashing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, and then the one to the north will have advantage on the first strike. A 14 to hit.
No, miss.
Okay, and then the second strike, 24 to hit.
Yep.
For 9.
6, 7, 8, 9.
And the other 1, 2 will hold their action. As they run in. Almost silently, like they're not talking. Ophelia, you're up.
She was already heading in that direction, but she is going to come up to this guy to the east. She's going to bonus action Hunter's Mark him.
When you approach him, he attacks you.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, and I get all of my shit, huh? Because that's how I run my shit. So I actually get 2 attacks on you.
Okay.
A 13 to hit. He doesn't have pack tactics.
13 misses.
14, both miss.
Both
right.
miss.
Now you do what? I'm sorry? Hunter's Mark him?
She's going to Hunter's Mark him.
What does this look like?
As he sort of comes around the corner, she looks at him, points over with the ring that has the finger on it, and this sort of like holy symbol of the companion appears on his forehead.
Oh shit.
She runs over and does a maul attack.
Okay.
Damn, 10 to hit.
That misses.
All right.
He ducks as you strike the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. Next in the order is Tanis.
Alright. 5, 10, 15. See what's going on in here.
Yep.
Can I move from my space to this space here?
I allowed August to do it because he got into range, so I will allow it for this one.
Alright, I'll squeeze in there. So that was 5. Where did I start? 15, 20. Was this guy holding an attack?
He was. All right, here comes. Is he within? How does pack tactic work?
I think it'd be 5 feet. That's basically why I asked to come to this space.
All right, so a 13 to hit.
That misses now.
17 though.
17 does hit.
9 slashing.
Fantastic.
Yeah, these guys are pretty sick with their blades, man. They're moving quick.
All right. And seeing this guy and having memories of the last fireball this party took, I'm going after him.
Okay.
So that's the last of my movement to get there.
Okay.
And right up in his business, I'm going to, as I draw my blade, well, my blade's already drawn, and as I swing out at him, it starts to cackle with this golden greenish hue energy, and I'm going to make an attack with him using a green flame blade.
Nice.
So let's try to hit this guy.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god,
That misses.
11.
That misses.
Oh my lord, I'm using inspiration.
Okay.
25.
Okay, that hits.
Alright, so he takes
I'll
9
take the second.
points.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Or, yeah, okay, that's...
The second is good. 9 plus 2 is fine.
Okay. That's from that. And then as I hit him, like, this energy, as soon as I strike at him, kind of wraps around and, like, kinetically charges itself and then pops over to the guy right next to him as he takes 2 points of fire damage.
Fire damage, yeah. All right, so this cultist guy, he was about to cast a spell, and he, like, gets struck, and he is almost bloodied with that one strike as he staggers back into the corner.
Fantastic.
Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
No, I wish I would have used my superiority die, but oh well, too late now. I have no bonus action. I guess I could have probably hexed this guy too, but live and learn. That is my...
You have a +2 charisma modifier?
Is it charisma modifier or is it proficiency bonus?
Your Genie's Wrath is proficiency. Green Flame Blade is...
Yeah, so it'd be 4
Spellcasting.
points of... Yeah, sorry, good call. It'd be 4 points of fire damage to the guy next to him.
Per level? Your spellcasting ability modifier. Oh, so it's your charisma.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so he takes 2 more. Nice! Alright, good call.
Good looking out. Yeah, and that'll end my turn then.
Awesome. I have to look at this spell real quick. What race are you? A half elf?
Yes.
And he can probably tell that immediately. Do you have some sort of, like, elvish resistance?
I have pointed ears.
Do you have some sort of elvish resistant to, like, charm?
Yes, I have Fey Ancestry.
That just gives you advantage?
Yes.
Damn, all of his abilities are basically useless against you. Not useless, but... So, in that case... all of his abilities are, like... not gonna help. Okay. Oh, man, I'm trying to think of what to do. Okay. I'm just gonna do it. Fuck it. Damn it. No, I can't do that either. Fuck! Hold up. I didn't plan this out too good. This is like a big long spell. Okay. All right. And duration is time. So I don't think this spell has any effect on this fight. So what he will do is, he's like bloody, right? And he will hold a flame up to his lips and kiss it, right? Like in his hand and kiss it. And there's flames that lick around the edge of his mouth, right? And he will point over towards August and tell August to go run over to that statue over there. And he's going to cast Suggestion on you.
All right.
And I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw.
$17.
Fuck me. All right, that fails. That was his turn. Okay. So that's all he could do. So he tried to charm you, and you felt like the infernal sort of charm trigger in the back of your mind as he spoke some infernal words to you. Like it was in infernal when he spoke it. Anyways, he's looking desperate. So he will... I guess he's just going to stand there. There's not much he can do. Vin, you're up.
Okay, let's see. 5, 10. 15.
It's difficult terrain from where you were. The water is difficult.
Oh,
terrain.
yes. Let's see. 10, 20,
Now it's 5 after that.
25. Okay, let me think about it. Sorry, I got this new ability, and I think there's a way. Oh, this positioning's a little weird.
Yeah, it was weird for me too.
Yeah. All right. We'll pull it out another time. For now, Vin's just gonna blast one of them. Which one can Vin tell? Like which one looks the most hurt?
The leader is in a corner holding himself bloody.
Yes. I mean, can Vin get a reliable shot on him? She can move up if she needs to.
Yeah, you can hit him from there. No, you need to move one more square up.
That's fine.
Okay.
She's willing to do that.
All right, you do that, and then you can totally get a clear shot on him.
All right, lightning launcher coming his way.
All right.
Oh, 20 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah, 11 lightning damage.
He is still up, but staggered as you blast him back into the wall. His head smashes against the wall. He's bleeding.
All right. Still no bonus action. Wait. No, she does, but yeah, like I said, she's not going to use it. She's not going to pull it out yet. All right, so that's her turn.
All right, London, top of the round. You're up.
Me no likey being here. I'm gonna Zephyr Strike away.
Okay.
And with supernatural speed, disengage, which will give me advantage on my next shot here. Thank you. And this guy down here, this guy looks pretty much done
Toast.
for already.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I'm gonna go for a fresh boy here.
Okay.
Come on. Dirty 20
That hits.
for 19 plus 7, 26.
He is critically wounded.
Damn. That's all I can do.
Okay. I should have planned this fight out better because I had like an ability that really works well with the cultist ability that I should have did, but it's okay. Too late now. All right, that's your turn.
Sir.
All right, August, you're up.
Yeah, I'll just cast Bless on everybody in this room except myself.
Okay. And you are concentrating, and they are blessed. You can add a little bless thing to you guys.
And then, yeah, I'll yell out to Tanis, try and take him alive.
That's the plan.
Yeah, otherwise that's my whole turn.
Okay. Next up is the Knights of the Shield. This one, we're going to start with the one on Tanis. So this one is going to attack Tanis. He gets advantage on his first attack. So that is an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
15 slashing.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It is a lot. And he still gets a second strike. A 19 to hit. He has pack tactics.
Yep.
4 slashing.
I could deal with that damage though.
Okay. The second one is just going to stay where he is and hit Vin. Vin, he has pack tactics. 7 to hit, misses.
Definitely misses.
Oh, I can do it again. Oh my fuck.
No way.
Oh yeah.
I only apply the damage
Crit.
if I hit. So I got a natural 20 for 25, and that is 27 damage.
All the new level 4 abilities are coming out today for Silvery Barbs of the campaign.
Okay, so that is what? First of all, what does your silvery barbs look like?
Yeah, like the flame starts wrapping around his weapon and starts like overheating it to the point where his own grip like on it starts to loosen,
Okay.
and he can't get off like as good a shot as he
All right, this
could
is
have
still a
otherwise.
single attack. 9 misses. All right,
What a great
I'll
use
give
of that.
No kidding.
advantage to London.
advantage
Get
to
used to
London.
that.
All right.
What a good turn.
Another wombo combo. All right, and then this one is going to be like really pissed off that August just did that, so he's going to strike August. He does not have pack tactics. So a 17 and a 14.
Both miss.
Holy shit. Good AC. All right, I shouldn't give you guys all that armor. All right, it's okay. Next, then the last one is the one fighting Ophelia.
Mm-hmm.
So here is 2 scimitars attacks, 24 and 17.
24 hits, 17 meets the AC.
Okay, so that one's a glancing blow for 4, and the top one is 6.
Okay. Alrighty.
As these cultists are like really skilled with their blades, like surprisingly so. That is the cultist's turn. Next in the order is Ophelia.
Sure, well, she's just gonna go for a maul attack.
Oh, you're concentrating on Hunter's Mark, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I'm concentrating.
That's 2 con saves, please. They're DC 10, both of them. Save.
21
Save.
and 15.
All right, you're good.
Oh, he still has Hunter's Mark on him.
Correct.
Maul attack for 12.
I'm
I'm gonna inspiration that.
Okay.
Another maul attack. God dang it! Natural 1 for an 8.
That misses as you slam into the wall. Damn, you're dishing out the fucking damage though.
Well, not if I don't hit anything. That's all she
true.
can do.
Okay. Next in the order is Tanis.
Alright. Question on rules. Can I still use Green Flame Blade and do a non-lethal attack since no actual magic damage is applied to the first guy?
Oh, because you want to
Because it would...
flame go to the other guy?
Yeah, it'd be non-lethal. I'm trying to non-lethal on the first. If you say no, then it's fine.
I'll let
I'm
it.
just
Whatever.
curious.
I don't
Okay.
care.
Then I'll cast Green Flame Blade once again, and I'm gonna try to strike out at this guy.
Sure.
I mean, once he hits level 5, he does fire damage on the main attack anyway, so...
Yeah. So then I won't be able to, but...
I'm not like Brendan. I can sort of live with some stuff.
25 for
He's so
7.
fucked. Like he had one
I'm
hit
gonna-
point left.
I was gonna say I was gonna pump my goading attack into that.
Do you have to do it before I say if it hits or not?
When you hit a creature with an attack, blah blah blah.
I'll say that I could tell you that he goes down first.
Oh, he does go down.
Yeah, he goes. He had 1 hit
Oh.
point, so he
Oh,
goes down
shit.
before you have to use
Okay.
that.
All right.
And then
well,
the flame strikes out, lashes
Yeah.
out at the guy next to him for another 4. Right?
I don't know. Okay, I did not set that up correctly, but yeah, it's just 4
Okay. You got
points. But yeah, so I take my scimitar and I literally pommel him in the side of the head, and it like kind of like just basically fires this energy right at this other guy.
Yeah, perfect.
Cracks him.
All right, so this guy goes unconscious. Kabam! Knocked out.
Fantastic.
It was his turn, but now he does not have a turn. So Vin, you're up.
Yeah, I think that with the way the positioning is, she'll just try to finish that guy off.
Oh, that's one.
Which guy? This guy over here?
The Well, this guy, right?
Well, he's knocked. He just got knocked unconscious.
Oh, he got knocked unconscious. That's what it was. Then yeah, I'll just go for this one then.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't get disadvantage. But I think I miss anyway.
Yeah, you do
It's,
miss.
Yeah, 9 to hit.
All right. Anything else?
I'm excited to use this new ability, but there's not much use for it yet, so we're holding on to it.
Okay. Top of the round, London, you're up.
Feeling good. Thank you, August.
couldn't hit with
Sharp
blast.
shot.
I forgot
Going
about
that
bless,
way.
but you actually couldn't hit with bless anyway, so
Yeah, I was gonna say like I wouldn't.
it wouldn't have
it's
hit
not
with
worth
bless.
it.
I counted. So, all right, go ahead, London.
15.
Which one are you shooting?
This one.
Yeah, that hits.
Ooh, 16 damage.
He is still up,
Damn it.
mortally wounded.
Finish these fuckers off.
The arrow launches in his back. And I think when he lurches forward, he almost lands into Tanis, and his hood will fall down. And you will recognize this fellow
What?
as the guy that you guys saved with the carvings on his fucking chest.
This fucking guy.
This is a
August
Klim
was right.
Jasso.
Damn.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No, that's it.
August, you're up.
That's the guy next to me, you said?
Correct.
Yeah.
Guess you're on non-lethal duty today, Tanis.
Apparently.
So I will. This one's pretty wounded, right?
Oh, yes.
I'll send 2 magic missiles their way and one to the other one in between.
Okay.
me and
Yep,
Vin.
yep, yep.
So first 2, 9 damage.
He goes down.
All right, third one, 2 damage.
Okay. As these
And-
streaks of fire blast out at him, they get forced back, and that one just gets knocked out.
Yeah, I'll just take a step back here, right? It was the statue, right? Not this
That
one.
statue is safe, yeah.
And my turn.
Okay. It is the Knights of the Shield's turn. Man, his options are not looking good. Noticing that he has been recognized, this guy, this Klim Jasso fellow, he sort of looks around. I think he's going to try to push past taking an opportunity attack. No, it's a bonus action. So he'll disengage as an action. Bonus action, push Vin out of the way to try to run down the stairs. So Vin, you need to make an acrobatics or athletics check. He gets a 22. Good luck.
22. Oh my goodness. Let me just Okay. Yeah, she's probably gonna fail this. You said acrobatics is valid?
Or is valid, yeah. The defender can always use acrobatics.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He gets the.
All right, he pushes you out of the way as he 15, 20, 25. That's as far as he can get. So actually not that far. But it looks like he's going to run. I'll give him one more square. All right. That's as far as he can get. Now, this one... Ugh, I think he's going to go for... Oh, yeah, he's going to go for Tanis. Because it looks like he's doing damage. So, Tanis, 16 to hit.
Glancing blow.
2 slashing.
Okay.
Natural 1.
Nice. I'm bloodied at this point, but
Okay.
you know.
All right, he slashes out at you. He looks pretty good. That one does. That is... Oh, there's one with Ophelia. they're just...
Yep.
Got their own thing going on down
They
there.
they're doing the hands thing.
Defensive battle there.
Yeah. They both skilled combatants. I mean... All right, so 13 to hit, 22.
13 misses. I would like to riposte.
Okay.
So she's going to smack with the maul. 19 to hit for
Ooh, there you go.
16.
That hits.
Plus 2 for Hunter's Mark.
You get Hunter's Mark not on your turn?
Out of my turn?
Yeah, because
That
it's
is
not
just-
your turn.
Oh, okay. Well, 16.
Do you? I'm
Yeah.
asking. I don't know if it does.
Let me just post
Whenever you hit with a weapon attack, period. The
Yeah, I
end.
think it's just whenever you
So,
hit.
yeah. And how much extra was it? I'm sorry?
An extra 2.
Okay.
So for a total of 18.
Yep, he takes it.
Okay.
He is bloodied. Like
The
right at it.
22 hits for 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
22 for 9. So he slashes out at you, and you block it with your hammer, and then take your hammer and just two-handed turn it around on him, and it bashes him in his fucking head, bloodying him and dazing him quite a bit.
Fuck yeah.
That is all of the cultist's turn. Next in order, Ophelia.
You're gonna see this guy running. She doesn't want anyone getting away, so I'm gonna provoke an opportunity attack
Okay.
to chase after this one.
And I can make that because it was just my turn.
Yep.
All right,
So
here
she
it comes.
moves away.
Fucking Jesus. This guy sucks. He missed this couple training days.
So that misses, so she is going to...
10,
It's 10, 20...
20. Right on him.
Can she scoot around there just to get fucking in front of him?
Third, yeah.
So she scoots around, does a maul attack non-lethally.
Okay.
14 to hit.
Oh, that just hits. It's a glancing blow.
So 4 damage.
You know what's fucked up? If you'd got one more, you would have knocked him out completely. That's just enough. But unfortunately, he lives on some more hit points.
Okay.
But he is running through the water, right? You slosh your way over there and just hold the hammer out like a baseball bat, and he runs right the fuck into it. But it mostly hits the wall, so he doesn't get knocked out.
But that's all she can do. So,
Okay,
yep.
Tannis, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna move 5 feet. If I make it, I'm not. If I move right there, can I try to peek my head around the corner and see how far this guy managed to run away?
You
from
can
me?
go into Vin Square and come back out of it to make an attack.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if I could get within range to see this guy.
Yeah.
That's fine. So that was 5, 10, 15. All right. I'll go ahead and take the opportunity attack from that guy
Okay.
and push through Finn Square then.
20 to hit.
20, yeah, that hits, so that's 4 points.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's fine, it's whittling me down, and then I still got, so it was, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to get
Perfect,
right
right there.
then.
Yep.
And, doing exactly what August told me to do, I'm going to try to smack this guy with the back of my Kopesh. I'm going to hit the... No, I'm not going to hit him with Booming Blade. Just Kopesh this guy.
Okay.
24.
You knock him unconscious.
Perfect. Just whack him in the back of the head again.
Yep. He goes down face first into the water. You see bubbles coming up.
Alright, and that is my turn.
Okay. There is... Oh, no, there's still cultists. All right. Vin, you're up. There's one right next to you. After Tannis left his square, he turns towards you and it's like, I guess I'll cut you down next.
Alright, this is where we can finally use it. Vin will go up here, which that does not provoke an opportunity attack, I believe.
Correct.
And then the so there's a big gem in the center of Vin's armor, right? And you've seen her use the ones in her hands, but you've never seen her use the center one. And suddenly it flares with her characteristic purple magic light as the weave threads through it, and you hear a boom as this burst of it almost is gravity manipulation as you see the little pebbles or whatever or dust on the ground momentarily fall,
Okay.
and it goes right towards him, trying to push him away from her. and it is a DC 15 strength saving throw.
Okay.
Dude, post it. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'll post it.
I
curious
did
as
get
to
an
what this
18
is.
though.
Oh.
Alright, in 18, what was it? In 18 succeeds then, right?
What? This is thick as fuck.
Alright, so she whiffs it a little bit.
Yeah.
She's new to it. It's her first time, and she doesn't quite aim it right. So he stands tall, and
That's so cool.
I think, yeah, she's gonna try it again at some point if he stands his ground. But for now,
That's so
Vin will hold her position, and
that was a bonus action.
yes, she'll attack.
Okay.
Let's see. I guess we'll just honestly do the disadvantage lightning launcher.
Okay.
The damage if it hits is just
It's
so
just
much
worth
better
it.
than
Yeah, I hear
yeah.
That
So
misses.
13 plus the what was it the?
Oh, you have bless?
um,
That
the
hits.
bless.
Oh, roll
Oh,
bless though.
perfect.
Roll bless.
It's a D4,
for
right?
yeah, just for glancing blow. Okay, yeah, you hit.
Oh, for glancing blow, yeah.
Yeah, but not for glancing blow. You hit.
Okay, I hit, so yeah, 12 lightning damage.
Boom, you blast him. That is a cool combo though, because he was in melee. You were trying to push him out of it, so you could hit him with the. That's pretty fucking
That's
cool.
fucking gangster, yeah.
And guys, I'm just gonna say now, so it's in your minds. Vin can pull enemies into flanking positions.
Oh
That's fucking
man,
awesome.
yeah. Oh, so
All right,
cool.
so yeah, that's her turn.
V and Vin. Oh, so good. All right.
Yeah, a little nod.
Yeah, a little nod. All right, cool. Vin, that was a great turn. London, top of the round. You're up.
This guy is dead then?
No, he's bloodied.
Oh.
I mean, not quite. He's almost there.
Okay, I'll finish him off then, or at least
Okay.
try to.
Okay.
Double min damage. Oh wow, that's bad. For
Yeah, that was terrible. You miss. Just completely whiff. You
double
describe to me
ones.
why you completely whiffed that. 'cause
I
that's horrible.
just I think it's like the gravity dilation of Vin's attack is like
your arrow sort of floats in the air. And you're like, what the fuck
Yeah.
was that? Okay, cool.
I got a it's like the Coriolis effect when sniping at long day. You gotta put
right,
that into
right.
effect a little
Yes.
I'm still getting a hang of it.
bit. No,
Dude,
me too.
That
me
is so.
too.
So Vin's ability is like just shut off gravity a little bit. So it's like a limited field, and then she just pushes them with her hand, and they force back.
Yeah,
That's actually pretty
that's it.
fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
they get like suspended for a moment.
For a second, and you try to
Yeah.
push them back. That is pretty cool. All right. Is that all you would like to do, London?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do better. August, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'll just keep going for the chill touch on this guy.
Mm-hmm.
11.
Man, you guys are rolling like crap. That misses.
And yeah, I'll just get. I'll just cut off the exit for
Okay.
him as well.
Okay.
And be in range to heal people.
Okay. All right. It is now the knight's turn. 5, 10, 10, 20, 30. He can make it here.
Mm-hmm.
He's going for London.
Sucks to suck, London.
Oh, not London. Tannis.
I know.
Sorry. I get you guys confused like Big Smile and Illican. 7.
Nice.
11.
Both miss.
This
Do
guy
better, Jay.
sucks.
Do better.
Hey, that guy sucks.
This new breastplate really fit me well.
Yep. All right, and then the other guy's gonna go for Vin. You don't want me to do better, Chris. Vin, here's your attacks. 21
Oh yeah, 21 hits.
for 9 slashing.
Yeah.
And then
that's the mushroom HP right there.
yep, it is. And then that is their turn. Ophelia, you're up.
Okay. First thing she does is she flips this guy over so he's not fucking drowning.
Yep.
Preferably.
Yep, I figured you did that.
She's gonna move 10, 20.
Okay,
Maul attack at advantage.
correct. And you still have Hunter's Mark on him.
Yep.
That hits.
25, 9 plus 6.
Nice.
15 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Nice.
Ooh, I didn't say non-lethal, did I?
Mm,
Oops.
do you want a non-lethal one?
Well, we got one, but
We got a lot of
We got two of them.
yeah, I should have said. So in the heat of the moment, like she's just she's been like going after this guy and just missing and missing and missing, and out of just
Right.
that frustration, she takes a wide swing and just slams his head into the wall.
Oh, and it splatters like a watermelon.
Oh, oops.
Cool.
And that's
Decapitation with a bludgeoning weapon. It's brutal.
Yeah.
All right, Tanis, you're up. There's only one guy left.
From here, I don't want to try to push through my allies at this point. Yeah, he's trapped in there with 3 of our party. I'm just
Right.
gonna go ahead and just make sure I'll hold an attack if he comes within 5.
All right, how do you guys want to do this? Let's just wrap it up. There's no need. He's pretty surrounded. He would go for Vin or August, which are not even close to death. So, well, how do you guys want to do this?
You're the only one
does
left. Are you really still fighting?
it? He dies of embarrassment. No, I don't know. Like Vin can take him out with the lightning.
Yeah, I feel like Vin's probably like still has a bit of a vengeance coming back down here after what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, she like blasts him through the curtain with that gravity thing
Perfect.
or whatever.
Yes.
and his
Oh,
awesome
love it.
set.
All right, boom, he's dead. And we are out of initiative.
Can we get some calm music, Jack?
Dude, I will.
Oh my god.
Please don't take my inspiration away from me.
I'll never give you inspiration again. All right, we are out of initiative.
Ophelia was going to drag the still living one up and
Mm-hmm.
toss him down in the middle of the room.
Sure.
Everyone's doing okay.
There's still a few spots in this armor that I think Greaves needs to adjust a little bit.
I think a few new ones.
Want a little top up, Tanis?
If you're offering.
Sure. She can give you 10 lay on hands. Just to.
Alright. Between that and my fiendish vigor, some of my wounds start to close up.
This one here. This one looks familiar.
This is our second time seeing him down here.
Yeah, it seems like this is the one who came here trying to get their treasure back and was caught by the cult.
Looking through this room, does it seem like they rifled through all of the treasures? Is there stuff
Yeah. Hold on 1 second, and I will totally tell you everything that's in that room. Okay. So, if you look into this room, you will see. Come on, my notes got all fucked up. Sorry. There is a. Come on, where is it? There's basically 9 wooden crates are scattered throughout this room, or wooden chests scattered throughout this room. There's like a couple rats that's going through it. Most of the chests, like 4 of the chests, look more important than the rest, and they are opened. 4 of these chests have a symbol emblazoned on them. Now it looks like a curled, broken horn, like an animal, like a ram's horn. Let me see if I have a handout So 4 of these chests are open and bear the symbol on them. They are full of treasure.
Oh, dope. Just like gold pieces, or
Well, I mean, you want to sort of dig into
Yeah,
them? All
definitely.
right, the first chest has about 4,500 copper pieces. A potion of some sort. And a metallic flask that has a really creepy devil face on it. The chest 2 has 1,100 silver pieces and some precious gemstones. The third chest has 3,700 copper pieces. There is a golden chalice encrusted with rubies that has infernal script on the inside of the chalice. And the fourth chest is small and ornate. And inside is a solid gold twisted broken animal horn. I have a handout for this actually. I think. Golden horn. Somewhere. I think I have a handout for this somewhere. Thought I would put it in. Golden horn. Here it is. It looks like that. It is hollow on the inside. And inside there is infernal script lining it. And that is the only thing in this small chest. The rest of the chests are filled with torches and stolen goods. Rations, caltrops, manacles, tinderboxes, daggers. You do find 4 potions of healing in one of these chests. So that's what you get from digging through those chests.
Come back to the party, however far the way through they're in the interrogation, and let them know.
Yeah, so while he's doing that, is there anything you guys would be doing?
Alright, so let's recap everything we know about the Knights of the Shield.
They had an alliance with Cult of Zariel, united through a shield that Vox Maledictus had.
Yignath was part of them.
No, Yignath was part of the Cult of the Dead. He broke orders from Thalamra
Oh, he
was
stole
stealing-
from the
yeah.
to
Knights.
steal from them.
I see. So...
The Theon Hugh.
Oh, yeah, the Hume family is Knights of the Shield. And so he stole this from them. And kidnapped one of their kids and took them to Van Damper.
Yes, Satir was her name. I think that's it. We don't know much.
Well, good as time as any to start asking questions.
We start with the priest or this fool that we had to save just for him to try to kill us.
I'm mildly interested in the foolish one. Considering we brought him back from the dead and he came right back here, he must know something rather important.
I guess we'll see what he says, see if his superior confirms the story. I assume this is his superior.
Go grab like a small water skin of nasty sewer water.
Uh-huh.
Bring it back and start to pour it on his head until he wakes up.
And you are doing Klim Jasso?
Yes.
All right. He is startled awake. He looks around. He does not speak. In fact, you see his resolve steel in front of your eyes.
Look, we've dealt with cultists. We know blah, blah, blah. Devil take my soul, all that fun stuff. We can just make it easier for you to get there if you cooperate. We know you're come looking for this treasure. You were sent here by your superiors and the shield. Just want to know who they are.
Your threats are hollow. Gargoth's grasp extends beyond this world. Do you really think you can make me speak against that power?
Tell me more about this Gargoth. I've heard his name before.
He spits blood at you.
You'd be dead if not for us.
I am but a speck in the grand design, and you will learn nothing from me. Do what you will, I am already lost to you.
Time for a little encouragement, Tanis.
I mean, I don't think he doubts what to do to him.
Maybe just a quick bath in this sewer water with his head a foot under for a couple of seconds. I don't think we need to be breaking his legs with your maul today, Ophelia.
He will say, regardless of an intimidation check, he will say, my master is a lord of secrecy. You'll get nothing from me, no matter how much you torture me.
Is your master in the Thionhun family? Less care about his response and more about, do I see an air of surprise that we bust out that name or anything?
Let's get an insight check.
I know he's not going to talk, but I can try to read his
Not
face.
gonna talk.
It's 12.
He does seem like he's like, how the fuck do you guys know all this shit about our very secret society? So, but otherwise, I mean, it's hard to say. I'll allow anyone to make an insight check to sort of glean a piece of information.
Only 3?
Okay, so August. Okay, a little bit of Ophelia. You guys can tell that from the way that he is speaking and the reverence that he has towards this quote-unquote Gargoth, is that Gargoth is a deity in his eyes to secrecy. So he's not gonna tell you anything. He would rather die, because in death he would serve his master more so for not revealing anything, you know. Unfortunately, this is one of those situations where like this cult has been designed against revealing any secrets.
All right. Let's just toss him over by that statue while we deal with this priest, then.
Fair enough. She'll
Grab
tuck
him
to the side. Yeah.
and throw him over to the statue, and he immediately falls on his face and bows before the statue. No check necessary, or no save necessary. All right. So the leader.
Mhm.
Okay.
Next guy.
You wake him up. He sort of slowly comes to.
Clem Jasso already told us everything. We're just waking you up to confirm his story before we kill you.
Make a deception check.
Da-da-da-da-da. Oh my god, I'm so bad at that.
I'll use my inspiration since
Okay.
everybody else seems to have used theirs.
Okay. Roll again, Tannis.
21.
Okay. Man. Okay.
And I like flavor it as helping, saying we cut a deal with him. If you want it on that same deal, cooperate.
Okay. Trying to suss out how this would go. All right, so you're saying to him, Clem Jasso already told us everything, right? And we're just trying to like confirm that, and what was the deal that you said? Like, what were you offering?
I was purposely vague about it.
Okay. He will say, he'll say, I do not know that traitorous scum. Whatever he told you is lies.
Look, we don't know much about your organization, and quite honestly, you're not even the target of what we're doing here. We know the Cult of the Dead betrayed you, stole things from you, kidnapped someone in your organization. We're after information about them. You're not betraying your own deity or this Golgoth. You just be fucking over the people that fucked you over.
I mean, after the failure here, do you think Gargoth would really reward you just for keeping a secret for crumbling organizations? I mean, in the grand scheme, it's not much good.
Ask him a question.
Why is the shield so important to Vox Maledictus?
Gargoth is the key to everything. Yet he is also the lock. You think you've uncovered so much information, but trust me, there are layers to truth, and you've barely scratched the surface.
To what end did the Cult of Zariel want the Knights of the Shield's help?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see it. Like, it's hard for me to suss this out because this god that they believe in is the god of secrets and lies. And you're
So
like,
even-
give me the
yeah.
truth. And
So even though
this
it
is
doesn't-
like
yeah.
everything that so I'm trying to like give you some stuff that he would say, but you're hard pressed to get information out of these people. They're literally designed to not say anything.
That's fine. I mean, if he doesn't say anything, I'm just...
Give me a persuasion. Let's see how it goes.
No, I'm
If I
11s and
didn't
21
have
today.
the stuff, never mind.
All right. So he's just like spouting a bunch of fucking rhetoric at you.
I had to see what could have been a reasonable man just turned into fodder for some entity's ends.
The real game is being played by those who understand the power of secrets. The power of lies.
So we get the idea that this guy's pretty much done talking at this point.
There's not much you can get from him. I'm real sorry, guys.
No, that's fair.
My heart wants to give you stuff,
But the rolls didn't.
and this is just like his whole thing. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Like, this is why Detect Thoughts exists.
Yeah. Or magically compelling him to speak, right?
Yeah, I don't have that, unfortunately.
Yeah. We sort of got a different team built here. Remember when you were with the Knights of the Black Sword and Quintus was like, tell us everything, and the fucking guy just spouted the whole fucking deal? That's why that you know what I mean? Like, if we had that, I could give you more information, but right now...
Honestly, for an organization that calls themselves the Knights of the Shield, they're pretty good with swords.
Did any of them even have shields?
No.
Really?
And their symbol is
What
not
are
a
these
shield.
people?
Well, they only have the one shield.
That's right. You are 100% correct on that. There is only one shield. That is why
That
they are the
makes
Knights
sense.
of the Shield,
The-
not
the one
Shields.
shield.
The Knights of
All right.
Shields.
We'll just drag this guy by his collar and throw him into the statue area with his
Yep.
buddy.
He also bows down before the statue.
Well, this just feels cruel and unusual.
Oh, I wanted to have a conversation without them being privy to it. We can let them go, leave this place, and wait for them to leave and follow them back to their headquarters. They're not going to talk, but that doesn't mean we can't get anything out of them.
At this
No.
point, London will return with the information that he has. Did you gather any of the items?
No, August told me not to, and it wasn't allowed.
Okay. There was like infernal writing on some of the objects.
I would like point that out and like not touch anything.
Okay.
He's at least wise enough not to
Sure.
poke around with
So
that.
you can recite that information to the party.
I mean, it would be awfully suspicious if all this just showed up at a fist station when we're not supposed to be investigating all of this stuff, wouldn't it?
Well, we weren't told to not investigate this. Just our other orders are for the Van Tampers.
It could,
Oh, I suppose this is Van Tamper, so never mind.
could turn up at the fist station, or it could just have never existed. It could just sit in a temporal rift, perhaps inside this bag.
Like, either it goes to the fist station and it's used to buy stuff to fill out Grease's inventory, which we requisition anyway, or we just cut out the middleman.
Well, the items with infernal script are a little more concerning.
Can
Not
you
so
read
worried
it?
about. So that
Can you read Inferno, August?
Yeah, I mean, most of my knowledge is fighting fiends, not like how they really work, so the cultural knowledge isn't quite there, but yeah, I can read it.
So the objects of importance that aren't just gold pieces are a potion, this very strange devil-faced flask, a golden chalice, and in a box all by itself is a solid gold twisted broken animal horn that's hollow on the inside.
I'll just do a detect magic.
The smiling devil flask is magical. Oh, and the potion.
But the what was it? The golden horn.
The horn
not-
and the chalice are not.
Gotta ask what kind of metal that flask is.
It's dark metal.
With the bluish tint?
No.
Okay.
These boys are gonna be paranoid forever now.
Tannis pulls out his dagger and stabs his friend for looking at it.
Ooh, good times, good times. You guys remember that? Good times. Okay, do you want to read the script on it?
Yeah,
those
I'll read the
objects?
script.
Okay, the golden chalice is encrusted with rubies, and the interior of the cup is lined with infernal script. And it says, "Hail the hidden lord, master of deceit and secrets. O lost lord of the pit, bless us with your dark gifts." That's all it says. The solid gold animal horn, the inside is also lined with text that says, "We honor you, 10th Lord of the Nine, forever exalted in darkness. Grant us the power of your lies. Hear our pleas and guide us in the ways of your manipulation."
And the horn is in the same shape as their like symbol thing.
Seems that way, yes.
Well, are these going to be any danger inside the bag then?
I'll be honest, I'm not sure, but well, actually, what would Vin know about like interplanar travel inside of the bag? I've never even thought about this.
It is a pocket dimension. So, what are you asking me?
Like, could a creature locate it and planar shift inside the bag?
Yeah. Oh, hell. Well, I'd have to look into that. I
Okay.
don't think
Could you
so.
plane
It's
shift into a bag of holding?
a demi-plane? I don't think you can.
Isn't there something like if you put...
Oh, you need the tuning fork.
Oh, you would need a tuning fork. Yeah, which is,
Oh, the
does
tuning
not
fork.
exist for your bag of holding. Yeah, no, you couldn't just teleport inside of a bag of holding. I don't.
Yes.
I don't
So
think you can do that.
she'll say, yeah, for all intents and purposes, it's pretty safe. Like nothing should happen to it in there.
Yeah. The issue is if that flask is also an extra dimensional space.
True.
So if you put an extra dimensional space inside of an extra dimensional space, bad stuff happens,
Oh
right?
my
You start a
fuck.
Spelljammer campaign.
That's if
Guys,
you don't
we can
all
s-
die immediately.
We could start a
Ripping open
Spelljammer
the fabric
campaign
of
right
the
now.
universe.
I have a pocket dimension on in my locket.
The locket cannot go in the bag
The
of
locket
holding.
cannot go in the bag of holding.
Fuck,
Do
so
not
you guys
forget
just
that.
have a bomb now? Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
We know Plan Z, just in case all hell breaks loose.
That's the Gale plan.
Yeah. Zero
I'm
option.
I'm trying to imagine Vin explaining like the unlikely scenario where one of those things does have a pocket dimension. She's like, you know, when you're at the barber and there's two mirrors on either side, right? And it's kind of like that.
He's like, no, I don't know what the barber.
Bro, that cuts my hair.
And it says to crickets.
No, but real, like, do we let these upstanding citizens go and follow them, or do we just prescribe justice here and now?
Well, I was going to take them back to the Eastwa station. I mean,
I think we're kind of not. I'm not gonna say not allowed, but we should avoid bringing people back from organizations like this.
We not flaming fists right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
As London like shovels all of this golden coinage into Vin's.
Are you
Okay.
taking the golden coins in the bag? You totally can.
We're just cutting out the middleman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, what, 40 pounds of coins for like, the copper's like 40 pounds for like 80 gold.
Yep. I can give you the numbers if you want. Y'all can write it down for yourselves. 4,500 copper.
Alright, who's writing this down?
I have it written down
Yeah,
on my
I
notes
know.
already.
Yeah.
I'm just confirming the numbers.
Okay. 1,100 silver. And then 3,700 copper. Again. Another sum of copper.
So 154 pounds of copper coins.
How much can a bag holding hold?
500.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, and then you could take this potion. Unidentified potion. It looks like kind of like lava on the inside.
Did you
like
say
it's-
there was a
okay.
mechanic where you can
Yeah, I
like
was about to do
touch
the...
it and yeah?
Okay, is there some sort of ability check, or you just do
No,
that?
it's,
Testing the potion? I'll give it to you. You try it out, right? And it's so spicy. Like, holy shit, holy fuck. And then you just spit out like a lighter flame.
Yeah. Oh no, I touched my eyes, the one thing you're not supposed to do.
Yeah, it is a potion of fire breath.
Well, you can do this already, can't you, Ophelia?
Well, perhaps I can double up.
Yeah, you pick up do you pick up this devil flask?
yeah, I'll take a look at it, see if my soul gets sucked into it immediately.
No, it doesn't, and it's feels empty.
Do you mind, discerning the properties of this, Vin?
What? Oh yeah. I was gonna ask.
You
what
have
she's not
identified?
about- Yeah. Vin has identified, of course. Well, hold on. Yes, she has it prepared. Okay,
Okay.
this is why I have it prepared.
Well,
There
you
we
can
go.
cast. You were gonna do it as a ritual, anyways, right?
Yeah, ritual cast, but it needs to be prepared still.
No,
right?
you don't have to
No,
prepare a
not for
ritual.
ritual cast.
No,
Oh,
that's
I-
a special wizard thing.
You're
Oh, that's a
right.
wizard
You're
thing.
right about that.
Oh, is it?
That's why you take ritual caster, right? So that you can do that.
Might be
Okay.
a good feat to get then. For,
Well,
eventually.
whichever. Here you go. It is the devil's flask.
The devil's flask.
As a bonus action, if the flask is empty, you can speak the command word and fill the vessel with one of the
Oh.
following: ale, olive oil, a potion of healing, or a potion of dark vision.
That's exactly how I imagined it looking. That's so funny.
It's like a less cool version of an alchemy jug.
Oh, that's cool. You get olive oil.
There's no mayonnaise.
There's no mayonnaise.
Oh, never mind. You're right.
Did you guys see? Have you guys seen the video where it's like my players have this guy and they keep giving him mayonnaise? Have you seen
The
that
pterodactyl
video?
man?
Yeah, the
Yes, that's so
pterodactyl man.
funny, dude. That's so funny.
I knew someone must have seen that video.
Okay, well there you go. There's a devil's flask. I mean, although it is a little cooler than an alchemy jug because it gives you a potion of healing.
Yeah.
That is really nice.
So there's a devil's flask for you.
Or the dark vision for Ophelia.
Ophelia.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys have that as well.
So, what are we doing with these two fine gentlemen then?
Well, on the orders of the gauntlet, looks like the road ends here.
Right in the
like
mess.
Tannis's idea of following them back to their hideout.
Hmm.
It's risky, but I don't see another way we're going to uncover that. Or the nicest shield they're operating from.
As much as I do want to go on this side tangent, is it really going to help us right now? I mean, I know the plan was to find the Van Thamper, down at the ship, but
Weren't we worried about the Van Tampas taking the puzzle box to Candlekeep, too?
A lot to be worried about right now.
No. Just saying, if we're chasing around the Knights of the Shield, the Van Tampas might have time to mobilize and...
I don't know, that ship might have already sailed, but I think we need to get to unravel as soon as possible.
It might be more prudent to get the shield itself.
Sure, yeah.
Van Tamper Manor.
Yeah, you want to draw them out. That's how to do it.
Yeah, so we'll have our pick of Knights of the Shield if we can do that. So
London will knock 2 arrows at his bow then.
Yep. You guys want to take them out?
step out of the way.
I mean, yeah, we're a fucking Blackwatch group now, so like,
All right.
they're gonna be executed anyway.
Yep. London, you execute them. Done. Do you guys want to rifle through these guys' pockets at all?
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere close to that statue if you guys do that.
Oh, yeah.
Took me 18 rolls last game.
You can get close enough. Just put your arm in it to drag him out.
Sure.
No problem. So, Clem Jasso has 2 things on him. He has a signet ring, and he has a holy symbol in his pocket, sort of tied around his waist, of the Order of the Companion, or of the Companion, like a holy symbol of the Companion. And the signet ring is of a noble family in El Terrell.
Is it the Theon Hunes?
No, it is the Jasso family.
Oh, they're okay. They're
Yeah,
Oh, I guess he
in
did.
El
So he was
Terrell.
being okay.
Honest about his name and that he is a lord of El Terrell. However, the other guy has his cool mask. He doesn't really have anything important on him other than like his dagger and stuff like that. He also has a signet ring. This man, you will come to find out, is he has a name, Valkyries Pindeves of the Pindeves Patriarch family of Baldur's Gate.
That's a really hard one to guess the spelling of.
Could you say that one more time?
Valkyries Pindeves. I'll just send it. I could send Clem Jasso too, actually.
Oh wow, way off.
So Valkyries is a noble, or like a patriarch of Baldur's Gate, and Clem Jasso is a noble of El Terrell. So it seems both of these dudes are like nobility. Honestly, if you search over the other corpses, they're all nobility.
I imagine Ophelia is being a little puzzled about this one.
Yeah, the other 3 guys are not from El Terrell. They are from Baldur's Gate, but they are small members of patriarch families.
Yeah, just the Alturian had the holy symbol, right?
Correct.
Peculiar, though. The ability of Elturel don't really intermingle much with Baldur's Gate. Or they didn't, until...
Vox Maledictus came from El Terrell. I almost wonder if he came here as an emissary for the Knights of the Shield. Struck an alliance with the Lamra.
Oh, Vox is a Zariel cultist, right?
Correct. He is like a staunch, important Zariel
He is,
cultist.
okay. I just
Yeah,
wanted to
that's
make
what
sure.
Mortlock told you now, and you don't know all about how consistent Mortlock's information is. You were already questioning the whole companion thing with him, so.
And also, why does this Klim Jasso have a symbol of the companion on him?
Born and raised in Elturel, presumably.
This is an Elturelian family.
So a cultist in Elturel was worshipping the companion.
I don't know if he was worshipping the companion. Didn't he mention some deity or something? A
Yeah,
Gorgon?
seems like he was a Gargath worshipper who paid lip service to, although he's in Baldur's Gate now, why would he still have it on him?
Bizarre.
Well, he may have been running around pretending to be a refugee,
Possible.
using it as cover.
I mean, that's a terrible cover in these days.
Well, certainly plenty of refugees running around Baldur's Gate.
Also, why wouldn't he have used that cover story to get out of Gauntlet Green Bottle's targets?
He did. He say he was...
That he was a nobleman
Of Elturel.
of Elturel,
Yeah.
not a
He said he was
refugee.
from Elturel. I mean, they're all refugees now.
So
Yeah,
he's
that's
just playing both cards.
True, but what was that you said again? It was some while ago, Tannis, but you said the companion could have been some ticking time bomb. I mean, it's definitely connected to all of this somehow. Maybe in ways we don't outright see.
The theory has been percolating in my head now for a minute that these Knights of the Shield have this magical shield given to them by an unknown god, which is a very similar origin story to the companion.
They worship secrecy, and yet the origin of the companion is a secret.
Perhaps it's not unknown to everyone. More investigation is required.
Yeah, I think at this point, just rest up, prepare ourselves for the low lantern.
Before we go, what about that chalice and that horn?
Are they magical?
Mm-mm.
Certainly not going to leave them down here for any scavengers to get their hands on.
August, make a religion check for me. I can help you out a little. Never mind. All right, so the plan is head back to the Eastway, rest up, which is basically like continue your long rest that you've been using your effects of already, right? Because we sort of only got 2 hours of sleep, technically. So I've been letting a lot slide. So no, it's fine. I considered it a long rest.
Okay.
If we continue the long rest until it's nighttime. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I allowed it to be broken up on this day, and you know, I'm being lenient with that.
Yeah, I think go back to Eastway, and we will try the low lantern in the evening.
Okay. That's the plan?
Sir?
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to do in this dungeon?
Recover the Tiefling Man.
Okay.
Stop at Candle
Oh, yeah.
Hollow on the way, see if the cleric there can cast Speak with Dead.
She can. I mean, I'll expedite that process, because I am trying to end the session. Let me do something real quick. Okay. And then let me find him.
We had 5 questions, so, I mean, who are you? Why were you captured?
Okay. I'm just gonna give you what. Okay, first of all, it costs 10 gold to. This Candle Hollow lady is not cutting a deal with the Flaming Fist on Speak with Dead.
Alright, that's very reasonable.
She's giving you a fucking discount for the 10 gold. That's like real fucking
400
cheap
copper?
for
It's...
that's real fucking cheap for a speak with dead. She's being nice to get you the fuck out of here.
I'll give her a platinum piece.
Perfect. And then I'll just give you what information that you can get off of him without having to ask all the questions.
Cool.
So basically he is a caravan coordinator employed by the Pindev family. He must have been captured, like, I guess he can explain that he was captured in the raid on Hewn Manor. He was there because his master, like, was trying to coordinate business with the Hewn family. And he was just waiting for, he's just a businessman. He knows nothing, basically. He was just caught in the crossfire. But it seems like this Pindeves fellow is doing business with the Hewn family. From what he understood, it was legitimate business. Is there any other specifics you want to know? Because he really doesn't know much.
Yeah, unless there's anything significant he overheard during his capture.
He unfortunately passed pretty quickly from the wounds. There was nothing significant that he heard. I guess other than, like, the cultists stole a bunch of gold from the Hewn family, you know.
Sure.
Nothing you didn't already know.
I mean, a big treasure hoard was stolen in the big city newspapers, and it was like not even 200 gold.
It's really that this patriarch girl was kidnapped. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that it for that encounter? Yeah. Okay. Then you guys can return to the Eastway Fifth Station and rest up, and we will continue with the Low Lantern, right? That's what I am under the impression of. Alrighty then. That being the case, we can end the session for tonight. I will do my outro. Thank you so much, everyone out there who is watching. We will see you on the next dive into the Descent. Stay sharp and farewell, adventurers.
Farewell, adventurers.
Farewell. Bye.
Thanks,
Bye,
guys.
Bye, Nate.
All right, I stopped recording, and I will stop